Okay.
When I cough like
I
that.
will hear. I'm taking a slide. We're going. Oh, I hear myself. Where do I hear myself from? God damn it! I left my stream up. Where do I hear myself from? Okay, we're good. There we go. We're all good here. Oh god damn it! I forgot to turn the sound effects off. You reminded me though. Hello everyone. We're live. There's sound for the next minute.
Yeah.
Come on, I gotta stop doing it.
Oh no.
I can just turn them off in. Oh god damn it.
That was a lot of points for this joke.
I can just cut them off too. I can just like turn them off in OBS. Here, I'll leave the fart on. How about that? Because the fart is a cooldown anyways, so. Jesus. Okay. Alright, fine. I'll let it play out. You already got it fucked up anyway, so we'll wait. Okay, hold on. Jesus. Hold on. Okay. Hold on, it's almost done.
You know, sometimes I have to do this with my chat too. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, fine, you know what? Hey, everyone sit down, let's sit through it.
You brought this on yourself.
Are y'all, is everyone having fun now? Did you?
Yeah.
Is it okay? Are you good?
Yeah. Alright, so that is good. Welcome everyone. We are we're here for D&D. I'm excited. I don't know what's gonna happen today, but it could be interesting. You know,
Or it could be a TPK.
possibly. But I mean, it could always be that.
Enemies we've made now.
Yeah. But yeah. So how are you guys doing? All good?
Here.
Yeah.
My sinuses are actively attempting to kill me, but other than that, we're vibing.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I figure we should start with a recap. So, what happened last time?
We can let you start this one off.
Yeah. What happened last time?
Yeah, right, okay. Well, so, did we start it at the camp with the giant, like dead giant?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so we left for the city, or well, for the forest, I suppose, and we decided to take the short route, and we came to the city of Ugodi, or how do you pronounce that? What's the
Ugodi.
canon?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Ugodi, the canon pronunciation, and so we saw somebody, first we learned that it was ruled by a power-hungry and corrupt duke, or at least that's what we think. And then everyone was acting really weird and being kind of aloof. So naturally, we joined the army as contractors posing as members of a mercenary band from the south, and persuaded the captain of the guard to lend us 2 of his soldiers so that we could go deal with some Boarman to the west. Because, well, I mean, we didn't really, when we accepted the task, we didn't really think about maybe how they could be a part of our band. So we accepted, and then we deliberated afterwards. And the party argued for a little bit, and then I was like, I'm tired of this. So I decided to murder the 2 archers that we had brought along.
Go ahead and decided.
Yeah, well, okay, I suppose I shouldn't give myself all the credit. It was what the party intended to do the whole time. I just expedited the plan. But it didn't work, and so, so Talvo had to kill them both, because I suck at combat, and so then after that, oh yeah, but then we burned the bodies, because we needed to dispose of the evidence. I can let somebody else take it from there. I think.
Yeah. From there, I don't know, Helios. What happened after that?
Good question. I have goldfish brain. So we
yeah,
went.
whatever you remember is good.
So after then, we went towards. No, we went to Yonoda. We aren't in Shaloa, right?
No, yeah, you went to Unadu.
Went to Unadu. Found that it was a pretty decently sized encampment. It seems like it was like a smaller town, but overrun like Burning Man, with so many people, adventurers there, trying to seek Wellspring, which was unfortunately what we were doing as well. And so we decided to go into the town and try to learn some information. And all the silly adventures along the way, limited but not including to killing and then reanimating the dead.
It was necessary, okay?
For extremely necessary purposes, not definitely mid-negotiation.
No, yeah.
And
hey, what? Yeah.
then after that, we did something with the people in charge of the town, whose names I'm forgetting. Someone else knows that.
Iria is the Duchess of the town, or
Yes.
yeah. And then we talked to a guy who was a member of the Order of the Scale, I think, or Scales of the Dragon.
Yeah.
Each one of us is a scale, and he's the captain of the guard who sent us on a mission, right? I think. I completely forget. Oh yes, help deal with the with Locke's party coming down from Shaloa.
Conveniently, what we were doing
off.
anyway.
Yeah, which is what we were intended to do anyway. Is that where we ended? I think.
We were about to set out.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, Lemur came in here because I asked her to. But she was very nice and brought me my coffee. Thank you. The stream appreciates it. You can leave Momo
Lemur
here
check.
if you want, or take him with you. Momo's been. Yeah. Momo's been very high energy because he can hear the people outside, so he's like.
Hey, Momo.
Just let him out and let him attack you.
But yeah, so
Momo.
So the Duchess Iria wanted you guys to negotiate with the Boarman company, the company of the Tusks. And then you guys basically were planning on leaving, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that's basically
burning down the town, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I think what I'm gonna say is we're gonna pick up right there at the end of that session, where at the end of the last session where you were like in this meeting, right? As you guys are like walking out of the room, like just like already about to leave, a like guard will like dash into the room hurriedly and be like Panty, Captain Solomon, the body that you burned outside in the square, it had the markings of the giants on it. And he looks over to you all.
Yes.
And he's like,
The markings of the giants.
yeah, he looks over to you all and he's like, do you know what this means?
No.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
This undead creature that wandered into town was apparently associated with the giant folk, with Hilda and her forces at the wellspring.
Oh.
They must have been sending some sort of message.
It's a potential.
Yeah, that's a potential theory, isn't it?
Thinking the plan, yeah, you know.
Yeah. So what do you want to do about it, Captain Solomon?
He's like thinking, and the Duchess also looks concerned by this. He would say there's not much that can be done. We'll just have to clamp down on our defenses more. If there is one of them, there's probably more. Which probably means that they're watching us just as we have been watching them.
Yes. Well, I suppose put some wards up around the keep, and well, I don't know what else can really be done.
Yeah.
Wards. What's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, there's wards.
Wards, okay.
Yeah, although it's kind of... This doesn't strike you as this place does not have its own, like, court wizard or anything, so...
Yeah, pretty small town.
Yeah.
You don't.
Well, we find some one of the tents.
We don't want.
Yeah, there are about 50 million mages waiting in
Some
line
wizard wannabes out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so anyways, he'll just, you know, at that point he'll be like, you guys are good to go, but just watch out for people associated with the giant faction too, right? And yeah, as you guys are like leaving the keep, you see where the body is. They had like been like about to haul it away, and because you had literally like Duncan's character Adau had literally like lit it on flames after the dude had roasted it with holy light. And the clothes have been burned away, and even though the skin is, you know, burnt, you can see like tattoos covering the entire torso.
Oh, ragnarok.
Yeah. And they have references to the giant gods, which, yeah, there are people who worship the giant gods who aren't like members of this cult, you know, of worshippers, but you know, this guy looks like clearly he was trying to hide it for some reason. So,
All right. Well, does anyone have any business in town before we head out to the north?
Yeah, actually, I would like to buy.
I would like to buy oil and matches.
You already have it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then in that case, let's go. I suppose.
Head out
Okay.
Yeah. Let's head out the northern. Well, there is
into
no
the
gate.
woods.
It's just a little village, I suppose.
Okay. Yeah, there's no outer wall to this place. I mean, like I said, it's decently big. It's a large town, honestly, but it's not big enough to have city walls or anything like that. The keep is the only thing that is fortified. And yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you would head out that way, and you definitely get quite a few looks from people around like the square, like center of the town as well, because they did see you. People did see you go into the keep and come out. So you clearly have gotten some attention. And yeah, from what you have heard, they would have told you as well that they are pretty sure that the Boarman, the company of the Tusks, is like a day or two away still. And you'll pass through a couple like villages on the way. So this area is not too like wild and dangerous. Although some stretches are a little more prone to bandit attacks and stuff. But
I'm a
yeah.
resident arsonist in it.
Yeah, we can just burn down the whole forest and they can't ambush us.
Burned a single thing down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Have
not
not
an
lit
arsonist
fire
yet.
to a single structure. Am not an arsonist.
Yeah. So, alright, so is the plan just to go... is the plan to go and meet the company of the Tusks?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meet up,
Follow
have
the
dinner,
road
grab
out.
dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me, let's see. TSM. No.
Yep.
No. Tartrus. No. Duncan. No, it doesn't matter too much. No, TSM, you can roll. Roll me a D10.
Oh, okay.
To be a random encounter die. Roll.
The 10.
You're fine. In the middle is fine. It's really just a 9 or 10 is like the ones that will get you a combat encounter. Although even those might not turn into combat, but yeah. You guys are fine. So, your travel past, it's only just a couple days too, so you wouldn't expect, there's not too many chances there, if an attack was going to come at you guys. And you go a couple days. As you're going to, this direction, up like the road towards Shiloah, you do pass through a couple villages, and in a lot of the villages you see people like packing up their shit and like leaving. Like
villages?
Yeah, a lot of the people are like, they have heard that there's boarmen approaching.
Oh yeah.
And
I see memes.
there are some people they look at you guys with a little bit of fear, because to them you guys just look like mercenaries that might be working for who knows, right?
Sorry.
so you see villagers leaving in various directions. Some of them are actually retreating towards Shiloah, it seems. Some of them are retreating towards Unudu, right? So it's kind of a chaotic mess. But as you kind of are going along, you, after a couple days, right? So like one night, at the end of the second day, you'll reach the Boarman camp. And they're actually camped at a village. And it's interesting though. Well, so that's the thing, is that you would expect, with the reputation that Boarmen have, you would expect that they would have like raised it or looted it, but it actually looks like pretty much perfectly intact. It seems
the inhabitants have gone though.
Some of them are still here, okay. Actually. But as you kind of approach, you do see that there is, like, the only thing that has been affected is that it seems like they've commandeered like the food store, like one of the food storage places. Yeah. Like a grain silo or something. I don't know how it would be stored, but and are doling out food to their men. Speaking of which, yeah, the Company of the Tusks is several hundred boars strong. There are several hundred boarmen, and pretty much all of them have some sort of armor. None of them have like heavy plate armor. They fight as like, shock infantry, right? Yeah. Where literally lots of them will charge in. Some of them, lots of them wielding like halberds and stuff. A lot of them wielding like axes. And all of them wearing some form of like leather armor. A few of the higher ups have chain mail of some sort, but they're equipped for war. And they all seem pretty experienced at it. They're and Helios, you'd be able to tell these boarmen are of various like ages and stuff, right? Some of them look like they are professional boarmen soldiers who have been fighting their whole lives. Others have probably just joined more recently. The most surprising thing is that, well, kind of like in the cities that you were at, kind of like at the city, the Boarman cities, the Boarmen here are pretty orderly, actually. The like tents and stuff are all very well organized and stuff, right? Unlike most Boarmen raiding parties, which would just be kind of like, haphazardly thrown together, this company seems very well organized. You actually see someone off in the distance organizing the dispensing of all this food stuffs, right? Who seems to be like a quartermaster. Like they clearly have a whole system in place.
Is there a way I can like see if they have like discernible ranks from their outfits?
Yeah, they have ranks. Yeah, you might not be able to tell the exact ranks, but there's certainly like lieutenants and then like yeah. And as you kind of are approaching, they do have they haven't had time to erect any defenses, then they have no need to, as far as they know. So there's no like there's obviously no walls or anything, but there would be a couple boarmen like patrolling.
Is this company comprised entirely of boarmen?
Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they although what I will say is that maybe it looks like there are probably a few other mercenary groups that are attached with them, right? They have separate camps, and they're much smaller.
Okay.
So.
Cool. So, did we come across one of those patrols? Is what you were saying? Or...
Yeah, well, there's a couple like on the road who will definitely see you, unless you want to try to sneak in to the camp.
I don't think
I
so.
mean, they seem
yeah.
nice.
I think we kind of want to just come in and be like, hey, can we chit chat?
Your
Yeah.
leader.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys can just kind of like approach along the road, which is the least suspicious way to enter. And a couple of the boarmen would see you. They would be like they would have like halberds or pikes, and they would be like halt. Yeah, and they would one of them would call out specifically, clearly directed at Helios in the tongue of the boarmen, and be like you, what are your companions and you doing here?
Well, on an adventure. We're on our way to discuss matters with Locke.
You
We
wish
were
to
told
speak to Locke.
Boarman to Boarman.
She did not tell us of any visitors coming this way.
Oh, we heard great tales. We were in the area.
Um,
Out of character, I'm very bad at this stuff.
I know you're good.
If anybody wants to take over, you can.
I don't speak Boarman. What do you mean?
I don't need.
Simple. You just like, no.
They
Imagine trying to do that.
but no, the who's drawing rivers? Stop drawing rivers on the map. Oh, I deleted you guys. I deleted you guys. That's what
This
you
is
get.
not me. This is not me.
It's probably Tart. Here, what if I take you to?
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
So the Gee. Okay, so the so yeah, you guys so these boarmen are looking at you all, and they are a little bit
I'm
like
impressed.
bewildered by the request you seem to be making. Like they're not sure. They're like, we don't just let anyone talk to Locke.
Or not just anyone.
We're part
Do
of the
they-
half.
do they say that in
Who would we
something we
talk
can
to about
understand,
joining
or-
up with your
Yeah.
company?
So I'll be like the middleman translator, right? They'll say it, I'll
Okay.
say it to you.
Okay,
guys.
yeah.
And if you want to say something, I'll say it.
So Adau wants to say we're part of the
does that
half
sound
band.
good? Does that sound good to you, Helios?
Yes.
We want to talk about joining up with you guys, and Locke seems like the person to talk to.
Repeat that.
Okay, when you say that, then they like look at each other and then kind of like whisper to each other real quick. They're like, the half band is serving our enemies, last we heard, and they kind of ready their weapons and they're.
Yeah. You must have misheard. We said the
No,
Gaff
no, no,
band
no, no,
because
no,
we're
no.
so
Half
funny.
band.
Yeah.
That's what playing a tune.
And but then
And,
one
like,
of them
Maybe,
seems
like,
to think.
persuade 'em.
One of them seems to think he's like, well, wait a minute, and he looks at his friend. He's like, they could be trying to betray them. And he looks to you all, and he's like, I thought the half band was all halflings. What are you all doing with them?
For the
We're
other half.
subcontractors. For the other half. The other half band. Yeah, I don't know. I suppose I'll let the Boarman talk about that. Right, Helios, you know what to say, right?
Yeah, definitely. Oh.
We're subcontractors. That's a good answer, I think. Will they even
We-
know what that? I'm sure. Of course they will. They have subcontractors.
They
So I start explaining to them, be like, we like sort of work for them. They kind of like hired us on the spot.
We had to
and
file a
like-
we
1099.
have information.
Technically,
from
we're
them.
like our own company, and they're
What
one
is the
our
name of your
clients.
company?
We're still debating.
Okay.
We have a couple ideas.
They seem like just sick of like whatever this is, and so one of them is like, let me just go talk to someone, and they go into the camp, and the other one's just watching you. What was your? Have you guys updated the group coming behind you guys? By the way.
I was gonna ask what the last message we'd sent to him.
Yeah, because
was.
again, you had like a day or two of travel, so if you wanted to have updated.
I feel like we would have when we left Yanudu.
Okay. Yeah.
What was the last? Did we tell them that we're looking for Locke's band? They said that it's like out of character. They know that we're doing this? They know.
Also, which route did we have their army take? Are they sticking to the forest there, or are they just marching right
Yeah,
through the place?
they went around Igori. We told them to stay out.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So they're gonna go
Okay.
through the hills and then up to Yunudu. So they're like a few days away still.
Okay.
They did not. So Kurbach, right, the Boarman God Emperor, he told you guys his job that he gave you guys was specifically just to find the wellspring and kill Hilda. Using the Force, but not the Force as in like the Star Wars Force, but the Force of Boarman that you have.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
A lot of lightsabers.
like that's what the 300 or so Boarmen that you guys have with you, coming with you, a ways away. They're specifically to help kill Hilda and her forces. Then separately, his son Mulu had told you that he wants you guys to deal with Locke. Basically, to just the way he implied it was basically he thinks that she wants to usurp Kurbach, and she wants you to basically either kill her or destroy her base of power, humiliate her, something that would basically any of those things would make her not a viable leader. Anything to make her not a viable leader for the Boarmen that follow her. And for other Boarmen, right? And that was his job. So, but the leader of the 300 that are following you, the Boarmen that are coming with you guys on your side, their leader, Jed, is a friend and like servant of Mulu. So he is in on that, right? Not all the like rank and file soldier Boarmen are, right? But he is. So if you contact him and let him know, hey, we're going to talk to Locke now, he'll know, or he'll be like, he'll be sounds good.
Okay.
So
And yeah, we would have done that when we left yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, we can also tell him like this is how we're finding out the location of the wellspring, so it ties into that anyway.
yeah. He would have said back something like "sounds good." He would also say like he would add on. Yeah, he would probably also say like he might have word from Mulu directly before you get much further.
And the same thing.
So, yeah, he would tell you that you can expect to maybe be contacted by Mulu himself.
Okay. Oh, through the ritual thing.
Mm-hmm, yeah, through some sort of ritual, or Mulu, when you guys had met him, did have that like crystal ball that that could do something.
They're watching
stuff.
us.
It could be. And yeah, so you guys make it to the camp. This dude, the dude goes, and he comes back with a clearly a veteran Boarman fighter of this group. Looks to be like some sort of high-ranking lieutenant. And hold on, where's his name? Here we go. He comes up, and he actually just walks out to Helios and reaches out his clawed hand.
Take it back.
He shakes it, and he says,
In the Boarman custom of whatever,
"Yeah,
handshake.
yeah," and he says, "Your name."
Helios.
And he says his name is Vurul. Or Vurul.
A ring to it. Start playing like a little tune to like make him happy. I don't know.
Yeah, Vurul. So Vurul is like, my man here tells me that you've come to speak with Locke.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Why should I let you?
I think we have information you should be very interested in.
Yeah, he
We
actually.
have some-
By the way, he would talk in like the local human tongue to accommodate you guys. So.
Yeah, but then yes.
You have
We some valuable
information.
So we'd be interested.
You say what sort of information?
Oh yeah, you'd be like, what sort of information? Yeah.
Potential enemy troop movement.
He looks at Helios specifically. He's like, "Are you a spy for us?"
Can be.
Okay, you know he's like, come with me. And he just turns and starts walking into the camp towards the big, clearly like central war tent.
Okay.
And yeah, and so you guys will be led through this camp. Again, as you're going, a lot of the Boarmen stop and they start just like looking at you guys. Yeah, they are clearly suspicious. They're, and again, like I said, but it's one of those things where like in a raiding group, like normally in a normal raiding group, it'd be very disorderly and chaotic. But this is pretty orderly. A few of them look like they are rowdy, right? Several of the Boarmen are certainly rowdy berserker type fighters, but like they're specifically like there are lieutenants around specifically that like bark orders like stand down, because they start to get riled up just by seeing you guys, but they are quickly put under control by their
We
superiors.
commend them for defying the rumors, being a pretty orderly group.
Yeah.
We are impressed.
I am quite impressed, but I was on my way in.
Yes.
Okay, and yeah, so you walk in to the tent, and you see that clearly there was a kind of like war meeting or planning session going on.
Boarman.
And it pauses when you guys enter. There's a couple of more of these lieutenants, although it clearly seems like Varul is like maybe the right hand man. He clearly holds some authority. He would actually have like a half plate or like splint armor on, like something pretty heavy. And when you walk in, you see again a few other Boarmen kind of sitting around a table with maps on it. And then you see Locke, and it's very clear that it is her, because just like her brother, she stands at about 10 feet tall, well over the average Boarman height by several feet. So her and Mulu have apparently inherited something of their father's size, although they're still like half his size. And she clearly bears a lot of similarity to her father. In fact, unlike Mulu was very fearsome looking for his 10-foot height, but she is actually even more physically imposing. It seemed like Mulu had some sort of arcane knowledge with that, crystal ball and everything. She clearly seems like she is much more of an adept martial fighter. She is rippling with muscle. Much more than her brother was. And she has like a double-headed battle axe that is just like sitting next to her. That is, again, like the battle axe is like 8 or 9 feet long. It has a massive amount of reach. And it looks pretty nasty. Like it could just cleave one of you guys in half, probably. She also has armor on. And her armor is clearly custom made for her, and very decorative, but also very functional. She does have a couple scars on her face around like the tusks, and generally Boarmen, like female boar women, I guess, have slightly shorter tusks, but hers are still clearly have been used to gore people in the past. And she looks at all of you as you enter with kind of like these dark eyes that just follow you and study your every move. And as you all come in, she just barks out an order in the Boarman tongue, and which Helios knows, obviously. So she basically says, "Get out!" to all of the lieutenants, and they all kind of like scurry out. And these are all imposing Boarman, but they know that when she says get out, they need to get out. The one who led you guys in, Varul, he stays. And she looks at you all, and then looks at Helios and says, what is the manner of this? What is the manner and meaning of this interruption?
Oh, you don't mean to. Can she understand, or does it have to be like the translator?
She'll do it in the human tongue, actually, so the local human tongue, which all of you know except for Rhuk, but he is the helm, so he's got a little cap on his head.
I would step forward. Like, hi. Yeah. Your brother sent us here to kill you, and I don't think we want to do that. But we have Boarman coming behind us.
That was really okay. I did not expect us to start off with that.
Varul immediately like puts his hand on like the sword in his belt. He's like, and she's like, but she kind of just like raises her hand like no, like you don't need to do that, because she's clearly not worried about you guys.
Why would we announce that we're going to before?
And she's like,
because
my brother,
rise, inflict wounds.
My brother Mulu, that runt, he sent you to kill me.
Yeah, I know. And
well,
after coming here, and I've seen how you run your army and your camp. It's very organized. Everything's very well run. That dude's just sitting getting fat back in the palace. You're out here doing real work. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. But anyway, he sent a company of 300 Boarmen behind us, and we have contact with their leader, Jed. I'm sure you might know him.
I know Jed.
Yeah, we have a sending stone to Jed with him and 300 troops. Where do you want them? Where do you want us to like send them? Maybe we can just kind of gank them.
What?
How do? She's like. She just looks like confused. Honestly, she's like, "Why are you telling me this?"
Yes. Why are you telling her that?
Because you look like you'll beat me up harder than he will.
I'm already considering it, but you come into my camp to tell me this. For what reason? You could have just gone to the other end of the continent.
I like to play with the winners.
She nods. She's like, And you're completely serious about this. There's a group of Boarmen numbering several hundred from the kingdom.
Yep.
Yeah, yep, that's true. Mm-hmm.
It's Jed.
Yep, that's Jed, all right. That's our buddy.
And as far as you know,
Turning Stone Pal.
As far as you all know, they're going to follow your lead.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many days away?
How many days away?
Somewhere between like 4 and 7.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
About a week. A week at most.
A week.
Although, if we send them on a roundabout path, it could be longer. Or shorter.
As long
we tell
as
them
you...
it's all clear because we just, like, decimated your troops.
She seems like wheels are turning in her head, gears are turning, right? She's thinking about this. And she, after a little bit, she would say, I am hoping to be done with my business with Unidu before then.
What's your business in Unidu?
To find the information that they hold of the Wellspring's whereabouts.
I have an idea. Well, you see. Actually, I don't know what my idea was. It doesn't work. My idea doesn't work at all. No. Yeah, never mind.
Let me
Yeah.
be frank with you, Locke. I have business
Frank.
in the south.
I thought you were Talvo.
I am Talvo. Okay, I gotcha. I have business in the south, and I'm not happy that I have to go through the Boarman to complete it. So if we help you with this wellspring, and help you defeat this band of Boarman from the south, and we help you top up Kerbach, will you lead an expedition with me to the South Island?
She like laughs, like a deep hearty laugh. She's like, "You think I wish to topple my father?"
Kinda
That's what they said.
like it.
Lulu said that.
So that's what that runt is playing at. He seeks to kill me and take my spot with these lies. I dare not step foot in the realm of my father. I hold respect for him. But his realm is his. My own realm will be mine. I have no need for his throne when I can forge my own with blood and war-gotten gains.
Adau is gonna step out of the room while I go get my food.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Adau goes out to
walking.
piss. Yeah, he
He's
goes,
like out of
That's
existence for
okay.
a second.
Okay. Let me
What
slightly
we're
alter
hearing
that
is
deal.
a
Didn't know that, but you are looking to found a nation?
eventually.
we
Yes.
do have a mutual intimidation of Mulu. Or by Mulu. The same.
So really, I think maybe we're just looking to get rid of Mulu? That dude does not seem very helpful.
Orback had no intentions here.
Yeah, this is all Mulu being...
He
Yeah,
expressly.
Kerbach just wants to know what the wellspring. You want to know what the wellspring? We're doing our job here.
Yeah.
Mulu, on the other hand, he seems like he's maybe making a play at you while sitting like in Daddy's lap back in the capital while you're out here like actually conquering.
I mean, true Boarman.
Maybe we can work together, but I will not be your pawn. Your battles are your own. If you help me, I will help you to an extent, but when you say you have business to the south, what sort of business are we talking about?
That's pretty like emotionally sensitive information to Talvo. So he's kind of like
I'm not in the right
actually
headspace.
I've given you a lot of information. How about you give me some in return?
What
What
do
is
you
the
want?
guarantee?
What do you want to
That's
know?
far separate from-
Well, I guess we can start with what do you actually know about the Wellspring so far?
I know that there are forces of the giants, as they call themselves, although they're little more than ogre halfwits, if you ask me. They hold the wellspring. I know that the Duchess knows where it is, and that is what I intend to extort from her when we reach Unidu. I prefer my people to be orderly, to negotiate, so I'll only kill as many villagers as it takes to get that information.
I have a good idea for you. So, our secondary objective was to kill a giant, Hill of the Vulture.
Yeah. Dude, just coincidentally,
So,
How much
Yeah.
how I'd love to gore her on my tusks.
this guy too, and I just kind of thumb back at Rhuk. Like, yeah, he don't like her either.
they have a history.
Yep.
So
Do
how
they
about
still have the old man? Or the captain or whatever? They took them, right?
What? Yeah, they took the yeah, who'd they take? They took the old man. Yeah.
Yeah, the old man.
Yeah. And also, did they also take his daughter too? Yeah. They took the old man and his daughter. Then they
Okay.
were trying to take Xena and him, the captain, but you guys saved them.
Yeah.
So how about we both head to this wellspring, because we know the Duchess. We talked to her on the way in. Like, we passed through Yunudu on the way here. So we've been acquainted with her. And she's already afraid of a half-giant threat because of the reanimated body in the square. So we could come, offer, like, hey, we know they have this. If you tell us where it is, we'll get rid of them, because obviously they're encroaching on the town. And then we just head towards the wellspring from there. We maybe lead Jed's band there, and we all work together.
If the Duchess...
Sounds like we have some mutual foes.
The Duchess has refused the one I currently work for, the King of Shiloah. Ooh, I do have a name for it, by the way. Hold on, let me go find it. King Pilu. His name is Pilu. He's an elf.
Adau's gonna bust out into laughter.
You're
Yeah.
working for Shiloah, huh?
The one I work for, King Pilu, he has demanded the knowledge of the Duchess many times, and she purports to be his vassal, but has refused him. So now we march on Yunudu. What makes you think that she'll give it up so easily?
I'm gonna
Because
whisper,
I think
I'm gonna whisper to Adau, but loud enough so everyone in the room can hear. Maybe we shouldn't drop that castle on Shiloah then.
Oh yeah,
now
I mean that's a good idea. That's a good idea, Rhuk. We were totally gonna go through with that, but now I guess we won't.
All right, TSM, go ahead.
Yeah, continue.
Back continue.
Talvo will slowly turn around and just stare at them, horrified.
At this point, Varul, the lieutenant, like her second in command, looks at her and is like, Lady Locke, why should we even trust these outsiders? This one here, and he points to Helios. He's like, the only Boarman among them is not but a runt. He looks like he couldn't even take on a newborn.
You're correct. Yeah, I got nothing.
If it's trial by combat that you want, I'll fight you.
Say,
He,
well, hold on,
he
hold
kind of
on.
like snarls at Rhuk, but before you can do anything, Locke is like,
You start.
Varul, listen, they, as weak as they look, have somehow managed to speak to the Duchess already, and as they pass through, they clearly are
I
crafty.
can just go into some like
Is there
true
any
strength
way-
comes from within song, you know, just
Is
persuasion.
there any way I could like maybe flex being the head of like a fucking spy network from Pune? Like it's not that far from here. Like surely.
What would you say?
I'm the head of a spy.
I'll have you know.
Are you
I
aware?
have at least
Tell you
300
what.
confirmed robberies.
Like a
Surely you've heard of the raising of the manor in Pune that happened weeks ago.
I did, mainly because it was carried out by Boarman.
I instigated that, and that's when I first caught the eye of your father, and he sought us out for help in his expansion of his empire.
It's impressive that you can manipulate my kind so much, but that does not necessarily make me trust you.
Whoa,
Well,
backfire.
how deep are King Pilu's coffers? Are they really so deep that you couldn't just... Well, I mean, is a wellspring not the preferable alternative to gold here?
You're asking what it would take for me to betray King Pilu.
Well, no.
Being a strong
I'm
word.
asking you how much it would take for you to not kill us before we drop a castle on his castle.
Hey, here's a really cool idea.
Your job isn't to protect him, rather. You know,
I
it's
don't.
to carry
If
out
the
his
king
orders.
dies, we move on to the next employer. I have
What
no
if-
ties to him.
What if Shiloah was your new capital, though?
That's a
It
good
sounds
question.
like we're looking for new employment anyway.
She's like, well, Shiloh is a strategic location, and I have considered this option before,
It's backed by forests.
but
And there is a river to cross.
Like
to
a
sail it.
1,000
It's
rivers.
a great.
time-
and trade would flourish there. I think it's a pretty dang good location.
the time is not yet ripe. I strike when I need to strike.
Perhaps the time to strike is now.
She just like stares, unconvinced.
Perhaps if you want to know where the wellspring is, we don't kill the Duchess. That's a better way to put it, I think.
Then we can work out the detail.
Yeah.
I think a good stepping stone for right now is we get rid of the half giants from the wellspring. I think everyone generally in the area will be happy with that
She
current of events.
she nods. She's like, so how do we do that then if we do not know where they are?
Yanudu comes.
Yeah, I knew
Do
you'd come back.
you
Really have a mutual foe, just lacking communication, proper channels.
I got an
or
idea. I have a plan. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do.
And music starts in the background.
Yeah, this is actually a big brain plan. I will go back to Yanudu alone. They saw us pass through. We talked to the Duchess. I will tell them that we were wiped. That the rest of my party was wiped out. I'll come in just all bloody. Our party was wiped out by half giants. Immediately coming towards Yanudu. And tell them that we have 4 Boarmen and a band of my guys from Pune coming from the east. We need to know where to send our forces to reclaim the wellspring, or else it will all be lost.
she does not seem super convinced. She's like, if you already have a avenue of communication with the Duchess and this fails, it could potentially ruin that.
So we're definitely.
Well, Talvo
However, we
seems
do
like-
also have. We could just line the Boarman up and walk through the woods.
It seems like he was gonna beat the answer out of the Duchess anyway, so why don't we just go along with that plan?
No?
Do you think if I provided you with some resources, maybe you could just get the information from the Duchess?
Resources?
Yeah, what kind of resources?
She just like literally just whistles, and like a servant, not like a slave, but just like a clearly a Boarman who's like her personal aide, comes
Intern.
walking in. Yeah, intern. Yeah,
Intern.
comes walking in. It would take a few seconds. You hear some rustling. He's actually behind like a back part of the tent, which is clearly her quarters, but there's like a flap separating it. Right. He comes in holding a chest, like a small chest, but big enough where it could hold some items. And she kind of starts rummaging, and she holds up a necklace that has beads on it.
We'll do it.
Not like that, you know. It has 9 beads on it, and each bead has like this like reddish hue, like swirling inside of it.
Yep, I will do this for you. If they say no, I'll still do it.
So she looks at you. She's like, "Do you know what these are?"
Yep, I do. Well, actually, I think I do. I don't actually
do.
know.
Each of
is it a-
these is a fireball,
Yeah, okay.
as a mage would cast. There are 9 of them. It's a valuable resource.
Think so?
I think we could probably get the information out of the Duchess given such a resource.
I mean, we've already lit the place on fire.
Have we? Did we do that?
No.
It's like, did I miss something?
But she's
This
like,
one on the piss.
she looks at you. She's like, I could give you this to start, and maybe 1 or 2 other things. if you think you could
Fireballs.
infiltrate her keep and then extort the information out of her one way or another, I don't care how. Just give me that information and then maybe I'll help you a bit. We can take out Hilda and her ilk.
Hilda.
I'll deal with the other Boarmen. And at that point, if that all goes to plan up until that point, then maybe I can help you with other things too.
Sounds good to me. We can definitely get you that information, though.
Yeah. I mean, we were already here to find the wellspring, so
I thought we were
Serves us
here
as
to
well.
kill Locke.
no.
And be like, no, we've already discussed it.
We're here to kill Hilda.
Yeah.
No.
Mulu wanted us to kill Locke, but she's chill, dude.
Well, yeah, but
Well,
you
both
told what you
sides
told
of
Locke
Boarman.
is that's not what our actual mission was. You told her we were here to kill her.
Are you gonna saying this out
Yeah,
loud?
you did.
Yeah,
No,
no,
no, we were
Or this
sent
be-
on a
yeah.
mission to kill her.
Well, not necessarily.
no, we weren't. No, Mulu
That was
did
only
not-
one of the
I
options, too.
specifically asked Mulu if we were to kill her, and he said, "You don't have to kill her."
We're just doing this in front of her, and she's like,
No, I'm assuming you're not saying this now.
Yeah. I guess. But like, lastly, like, what confirmation do we have? Because you said that obviously we respect how orderly it is around. What confirmation do we have? Given Lulu's told us that we're ravaged beasts out here working for Shaloa, and it seems like a very different picture here. But what guarantee do we have that upon success, that you and Kerbach will stay separate ways? Given our mutual intimidation of Mulu.
You'll have to just take me at my word that I have no interest in usurping my father. In fact, well, if you would like to know, if anything, I am jealous of my father. I wish to create a second empire of the Boarmen that eventually surpasses his own. I envision this whole land being ruled by our kind, whether as slaves or loyal servants.
We'll stick to the loyal servants.
Based, give us the
Yeah,
necklace and
Good
let's
enough
go.
for me.
What have we
Gotta
got?
Slaves for those who resist, servants for those who comply.
We'll work on that. But for now,
Sounds like the Roman way.
Let's just workshop that for now, okay?
over.
But yeah, okay.
Good enough for me.
I mean, I can relate to wanting to like do better than you probably did because you think you know better. I get that.
Yeah, we all have
Maybe
father
we can
issues.
do that. Yeah, we all have daddy stuff. I get it. But maybe we can work through those issues. Yeah.
Yeah, this is therapy now.
Yeah, I think we can have the moral conversation later.
You're gonna help her
once
work through
we've-
her daddy issues.
Yeah, right now. That's pretty good.
But yeah. So yeah, she'll hand you guys this necklace of fireballs.
Yoink.
Who wants to
Mine.
take that?
Yeah, I'll
Drop
be
it.
taking that.
Yeah.
We'll fight for it.
It's the spontaneous.
Some battle.
She'll also give you guys, to help with your infiltration, in case you need it, she'll give you guys 2 potions of invisibility.
And I know invisibility is a spell, so I don't need it.
I'd take that.
Yeah, you should take that.
Yeah.
And then maybe she might also give you guys... No, I think she'll say that's enough. She'll be like, yeah, you guys got it. And if you don't, then, whatever.
Going to the obscenely large bag that Talvo's carrying full of oil. It's like,
Yeah. Oh, here, hold on. I'm gonna go grab something real quick. Like 2 seconds. For realistic.
this is our chance to usurp the DM.
How are we gonna go about doing this?
What the
Well,
fuck?
I mean,
We worked
you know,
so
the
hard
whole
to get
reason-
this side, and now we're just gonna fuck her shit up.
I really would like to avoid burning down this village in the middle of the forest.
I mean, the whole
For the
reason we're here
entire village.
is because we're supposed to prevent Locke from destroying the village, right?
Yes.
Well,
Okay, sorry.
if she knows
Sorry
where
about
Westwing
that.
is, then we avoid that. So we just.
Alright, so
But we can find a way to get the information without, like killing the Duchess, and then
Go
just
to the
bring it back
Duchess.
to Locke, and then everybody's happy.
If we kill
We
the
have a
Duchess,
meeting.
how do
the
we
first thing
know?
we say is
Yeah, well,
our
just so
mission is
if
to
it
kill you.
happens, if someone gets spontaneous with the 9 fireballs that we have, it should we'll be good.
Hey, we were sent here to kill you, but we don't want to do that.
Yeah, we'll do it
You know
again.
what? That's a good idea. No. We go in there. You pull out your necklace of fireballs. I pull out all my oil, and I'm like, "This is a
Like,
sending
hey.
stone. Either you
Oh my-
tell
We
us
destroy the
where
entire village in one explosion, killing
All
thousands.
9.
We have 2 bags of holding. We could just, just hold them
Yeah,
together.
we're just going there with a suicide vest. Like, tell
Yeah.
us when you're dead.
oh my god. Alright, well, either way, you guys are gonna have a
To the
little bit.
undead guy.
You have some time to plan this because you have to travel back. It's like a day and a half journey back. It is getting kind of like towards evening. This was the evening of the second day when you arrived here. So do you want to like? Are you just gonna camp in their camp? They'll like let you if you want, or you can hit the road and camp outside of their camp.
And it seems like we're on
road,
good terms. We can enjoy some of the food.
Okay.
Or we head back out. Some fine Boarman cuisine.
Yeah, I think Talvo would like to spend
one
the
of
night,
us
like,
tonight,
amongst them to kind of observe and see what he sees about.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Sounds good.
We'll do our routine. I do the party. You guys, bye.
Yeah, as it's funny though, as Helios is getting warmed up with his instruments because he wants to like play, he does receive a message. Helios would,
I'm just like mid, like.
yeah,
Hello?
yeah. You receive a message on the sending stone from Jed, right? And Jed would say, he just says, Mulu wishes to speak to you soon. He will contact you in an hour's time. Get to somewhere private and meditate.
Like a concert, Okay.
So the rest of you are...
Should we send like a would I be around everybody else when this happened?
Yeah.
Be like what should I say? That shit. Okay. Would we tell them to hold back temporarily? Be like kind of the same thing with Ugodi. Be like, double ahead, hold back till next instruction. Bill waits.
Okay.
I don't know.
Can't keep doing this, man. It's not efficient to keep an army standing around. That's a waste of rations.
I mean, they're still like a week away, right? So like, or like 5 days away or something, right? So like,
They're probably like around Ugodi then.
yeah, they're like somewhere around here-ish. So it's one of those things where like,
Continue.
yeah,
Sightseeing.
if they continue, like, yeah. Anyways, though.
That'd be fun. Okay. Like press
Yes.
forward. Possible trouble ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I await the message.
All right, and yeah, so then the rest of you are kind of just like chilling in this camp. Talvo, you said what are you trying to like figure out about these Boarmen? Like what specifically?
I'm just people watching, basically.
Okay. Yeah, so it definitely seems like you kind of get more of the same vibe that like some of the Boarmen are more of like the berserker types that you would associate with Boarman raiders, right? And then some of them are more like professional soldiers acclimated to this sort of thing by now. So there's a whole bunch of variety of different backgrounds for these Boarmen, but generally their leadership being strong has kept them all pretty like organized.
Do I see any of them like playing like a card games or anything like
Yeah,
that?
some of them play card games. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Would it be anything I would be familiar with?
Yeah. They'd be playing the equivalent of like poker for this area.
Can I try to sit in on a game
Poker?
of poker with one of these Boarmen?
Sure, yeah. Okay. What about Rhuk and Adau? What are they doing here?
Are there any like wrestling activities or anything like that?
Oh
that
yeah,
Boarmen are doing?
definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna get involved in that.
I was
Okay.
gonna like pat his back, like, oh, good luck.
We'll get to that in a minute. And then Adau, what would he be doing?
Probably staying at the camp.
Okay, I'm just kind of chilling.
Maybe listening into conversations because I don't know Boarman
Okay,
or
yeah.
the Boarman tongue, so I just try to decipher some words, see what they're saying.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. So let's start with Talvo. He goes over to this game that is being played, and they are speaking in Boarman. But when you come up, one of them is like in human tongue, but they're clearly not a very good speaker. They're like, "You join,"
I flash a couple like silver pieces.
and they motion for you to sit down. And even without being able to speak, you know the rules well enough that you're able to play along. And yeah, and so the game gets started. Are you going to use any like cheating or anything, or try to, or?
I don't have to start with.
Okay, in that case, just roll me. Do you have any game set like proficiencies?
No.
Okay, in that case, just roll me like a flat charisma check then. The way you do that is if you just click where it says charisma. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so it starts off with you. The luck is fine. The luck is not bad. It's not great. You started with a few silver pieces, and you win using a couple bluffs here and there too, right? These boarmen are like not sure how to read you. They're like staring at you, and you're staring back, and you keep a straight face. When you bluff a couple times, you get a couple more like copper pieces, so you get a little bit more. And it starts to go well. There's most of the boarmen, they seem pretty chill of this group they play, but one of them definitely is like a rowdy one who has gotten a little drunk, and he's like, he's like, "You took my coins," or at least that's what he says in Boarman.
Can I roll perception to see if I learn any of their tells?
Sure, roll perception.
Oh.
The only one who's telling you could figure out is the big one who was drunk and rowdy. Yeah. Because he goes like every time he's got a good card.
I'm gonna proceed to take that guy for every coin he's worth.
Yeah, and then if he has like 4 good cards, it's like he does it 4 times. He doesn't seem like the brightest bulb in the bunch. Like it's just that literally when he's reading the cards, he can only read them so quickly. So that's what he does it every.
He's like one of those people who mouths the words as they're reading, so you can just look at his you look at his mouth and you just see what his hands like.
So yeah. So the so you start to like take his coins, and he starts to get more aggressive as this game goes on. Meanwhile, Rhuk is partaking in wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or they might even have like boxing or something, right? But are you gonna try to like jump in against the? Yeah, are you gonna try to get in against the like biggest, strongest opponent you can see, or just?
Yes. 100%.
Okay. Yeah, there's actually like a ring of fighting going on. And there's like one guy who's clearly a champion of the ring right now, and he's like, "Will anyone fight me? Here's this sack of coin for anyone who can beat me."
Oh, Rhook's 2 favorite things: fighting and coin.
I have money eyes now.
Okay.
I climb into the ring and say, "I will challenge you."
Yeah, he's like, "Throw down your coin then."
How much coin does he have, just by kind of looking at it?
Probably like 50 gold.
Okay, I'll throw down 50 gold.
Oh shit! Okay, that's actually a lot. Like he has a lot of money for like just pocket change. And when you just like take out a coin sack and like toss it down and some spills out, he's like, "Oh, you're a rich one, little man."
I'm about to get richer.
And all the Boarmen start like gathering around, like fight. And he'll just like lunge at you, and they when they wrestle, they actually like cover the tops of their tusks with something to like make them like soften so they don't gore each other. But they will still use them to pummel people.
Yeah.
And so he like lowers his head and charges.
Okay.
Yeah, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
Okay. It's not high enough where you avoid it completely, but you don't get like completely just grappled by him. You dodge most of it, but you do get kind of clipped and go like, oh, just like tossed to the side a bit.
Okay.
But you quickly get up, and he's a little bit kind of thrown off balance now, though. So how do you?
I'm going to lunge and grab and try to hold on to his tusks.
Okay, yeah, like wrangle him.
Head.
Okay, yeah, roll me an athletics check.
Okay.
Every time you hit one of the tusks, it just.
There we go. Okay.
Okay, he's gonna roll. He rolls really well. So he just goes like boom, and like rips his head away, and you go like ooh, like you're actually kind of like flung forward. At which point he goes like boom, and gives you like a gut punch. And it does hurt Rhuk, but Rhuk is not enough to knock him out though. So Rhuk, what is your next play?
Rage, dude. You should rage.
Does that do anything?
You get advantage on athletics
Rage
checks.
give me. Athletics checks? Okay. Alright, I'll rage.
Okay. I like it. So Rhuk just goes like, "Argh!" like just.
He's all pissed
Yeah.
off. Though.
Yeah. So what's your approach gonna be? You're just gonna jump on him or try to like punch him? You know.
I'm gonna let out an orc war cry.
Okay. They're
Try
all
to-
like, what?
I can't catch him off guard. Give me a check for it. Come on.
Okay, yeah. Roll an intimidation check.
Alright.
Yeah.
Bruh.
They're just more like confused more than anything else, and they also are used to having war cries and stuff. So.
Okay. I am going to try to charge and headbutt his stomach.
Okay, yeah. So like,
Copy what you did.
roll the athletics. You'll have advantage this time.
Let's go.
Okay, yeah. And this is where, yeah, you just come in and, like, he's just not expecting you to ram in with your head. Like, he was, like, getting ready to punch. You just go under him and you go, bam! And he goes, like, "Argh!" Like, he gets, like, flung back. He kind of stumbles to the ground and has to, like, catch himself. He's like, "Ugh." He gets back up, though, and he's gonna try to just lunge at you and grab you. So I need you, this will be contested. So it'll also be athletics, but you have advantage still, obviously. He doesn't, so. Yeah, and at this point, he rolls. He's just off balance. He tries to come at you to grab you, and this will be the finishing blow. How do you finish him? I mean, you know, just knock him out, but.
Wow.
Fireball. No.
And just fling him down forward onto the ground and like pile drive him.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I imagine you like grab the tusks and use that for leverage. Bam! And you just go boom.
Going around.
And he just goes like on the ground. And he is clearly knocked out. And all the rest of the Boarman are like they've like picked up your name by now. And they're like Rhuk, 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 Rhuk.
Hell yeah, dude.
We can hear in the distance, like, what the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pick up his coin. The rich get richer.
Yeah, yeah.
next?
And he's just dazed and basically unconscious. So yeah. Okay. Would you keep going? We don't have to do any more. But would you?
Who's
I gotta
next?
defend my title.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You honestly, there's no one else who would even be able to challenge you really. So you are able to. At least in this form of combat, you're able to pretty much dominate. A couple of people get a few hits in on you, right? And so you're gonna go to bed sore and tired. But it's it's probably a fun time. Rhuk probably enjoys this sort of thing, and yeah, you don't really. I mean, you might win here. We'll say you win another like 15 gold. Because yeah, that's the thing is that he wasn't actually expecting you to match his amount. He only meant like just throw a few coins in for your chance to win. And you threw down a ton. You didn't need to, but it didn't matter anyway. So
I have 1,062 gold now.
oh god, that's so much.
That's wow.
That's
200.
dude. That's a lot in like the normal, like the old world, so to speak. That's even more here. That's insane.
Yeah.
Like you could buy like a fucking like
How many elves?
establishment with that. You could become a landowner.
Rhuk the landlord.
Yeah. Well, no. So the so going back to Talvo, in your game, roll me another like roll me a charisma check, but with advantage. So base
Like, I'm gonna
charisma,
have
but
the
with
least amount of
advantage.
fun.
Okay, so you're still not actually playing that well. It's mostly just you're getting bad luck, right? In the end, you're just getting kind of bad luck. But even with that, you just are able to purely skill and like finesse your way into taking all of the money of this big rowdy one. It's in fact it's kind of funny because you keep losing like most of your money that you're getting to the other people playing.
But I keep beating him in particular.
Yeah, but you keep taking his money in particular, so much so that he's like dipping into like his like payment funds, like you know, that he was saving for other stuff. And by the end, he eventually he gets to the point where he like slams, like he stands up and slams his claws on the table. He's like, "So what are you doing, you human whelp?" And the rest of them are like, "Whoa, calm down, Jeffrey." And I decided his name is Jeffrey. Yeah,
Spelled like GEO.
yeah.
I'm sorry, Big J. I'm just playing the cards I'm dealt. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
The rest of them are like, "Yo, man, he's not cheating. We've been watching him." And and Jeffrey's like, "I don't believe it." Ah! And like, he's actually gonna try to lunge it at Talvo. What does Talvo do?
Combat time.
We don't have to go into actual combat, but like basically, what's your approach?
I will try to dodge and like, you know, shove him off like into a crowd. Maybe somebody will just
Yeah,
like, grab
yeah.
him
Roll me
and
like an
hold him back.
acrobatics check. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, so you're able to like just leap to the side and like grab him by like the neck, like you know, his armor or whatever, and just go whoop, and fling him. You're not strong enough necessarily to like fling him, but like using his own momentum. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I look. Is this how Boarmen treat fair players among their people?
Yeah, and at this point, the other ones like are clearly a couple of other people around are getting riled up because they're like, "Oh, let's see this human get fucked," you know. But then the ones here at the table are like, whoa, like they want to calm it down. They don't want their game to be ruined. So a couple of them go over and like Jeffrey was starting to get up again, like he was gonna charge again. And they like hold him back. They're like, "Come on, man, come on, it's not cool." And they like they calm him down, they pat his back, and then walk him away. And one of the other ones at the table is like, you've drawn a lot of attention to this table now. So one of the other ones is like, maybe it's good if you don't play, but here, you could take the rest of his coin he had. And
Yeah, I'll call it a night there and
yeah,
run it back.
I will say that you actually got like 10 silver worth of coin, so not that much compared to what Rhuk got, but you know.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Adau is just kind of chilling and like trying to get the feel of this place. Poor Helios was planning on doing a concert, but now is like waiting for a call, basically.
Meetings, am I right?
He's sitting alone in the voice call.
Yeah.
And just like,
So yeah, so he basically, Jed had told you to be like meditating in an hour's time. So would you just go find a spot in like the edge of camp or something?
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, but like maybe away from like where these Boarmen can hear me, because unless they think it's something suspicious.
Okay.
You know, I feel like I'm more on theirs. But yeah, so like the party would know where I am if anything had happened.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you go and go to like the edge of the camp, just to a quiet spot. And you sit down and like start kneeling and meditating. And after a few minutes, your eyes roll back in their head again. Not that there's anyone around to see it. And you feel your spirit essentially being lifted to commune with someone else's. And you find yourself in like the war room where you had originally had the meeting with Mulu in the capital city. And he's here. And he is actually holding the crystal ball, clearly using that. And just stares at you.
Oh?
Helios, how goes the mission?
Well, it's happened so far. We've had some bumps in the road, but we've been maintaining our direction. We have run into some trouble. It's currently we still on pace. Jed is several days behind us, and we have still not found the location of the wellspring. But we are still learning information about Locke, seeing where it'll take us. What is the reason you are called?
Jed told me that you were meeting with Locke.
Yeah, we ran into people in Yanudu that know the location of the wellspring, also having some trouble with Locke. So we figured we can tie into both of our missions here, get some information about both parties, and
What do you mean that's
Playing
it?
up.
She literally works for Mulu.
and what's your Mulu? Oh, just kidding.
Our wires crossed a little bit.
Yeah. You know how these things do.
Yeah. No, but Jed
So-
already knew, so you know it's.
Oh,
it's
Jen knew. Okay. Okay. See, out of character, I forgot that.
No,
I
yeah.
would have
So,
said that.
yeah.
No. It's totally fine.
So yeah, so Mulu just looks at you and he's like, "So you're there in Locke's camp, or you've been to it?"
Our first night in, we ran into them, and we're plotting our move. We got some information, and my party and I are deciding our next move here.
How is her camp? How are her soldiers?
Surprisingly orderly, but rowdy as you'd expect our people to be.
Her order is what makes us weak. People like her are what make our kind weak. The most rowdy among us should be the rulers, and her kind are bringing us down. This is why your mission is so important.
Indeed. Okay. Yeah.
Do you, have you found anything you think you could use to bring her down?
At this point, no. She has granted us some resources. It's currently on our side, and we think that we can use this. Well, we're going to play this out. But we're still advancing with Kervok's mission to find the wellspring and take care of Hilda. And along the way, we will decide these resources that she so graciously granted to us may or may not be of service.
Once Jed arrives and is closer, he can meet with you all and provide you with something else that might help. He has a resource that could be used to kill her if it comes to that.
We'll think about that, but
Back burner.
we are playing our cards right here. Our party members are very adept at playing the winning side. And so...
Don't tell him that.
Remember the
Okay.
re-
But we're the
remember
winning side.
remember that if you manage to topple her, rule over her band, our people will only be stronger for it.
Would it not be the most chaotic to give a sense of stability first and then topple down?
He shrugs and he's like, if you think you can do that, I envision her band set loose upon the land, ravaging the lands of our enemies. Right now, I bet they haven't even raided the villages they've passed through, have they?
No. Good food, though.
Pathetic.
People around here.
There should be a slaughter ahead of them and behind them at every stop.
We haven't been behind them yet.
He doesn't seem amused, but he's like,
Yeah, I say like a joke, and he's just like,
he's like, do remind your friends and remind yourself that if you help me to topple her regime, I will help you in any way that you wish.
"Those are your men."
And I have powers that not even my father knows of.
Is there any hint to this, or
What did you
is
say,
that
sorry?
information? Is there any hint to these powers? Is it proprietary?
He's like, well, I have knowledge that my father does not.
Do you have a Lamborghini though?
No.
Do you jet ski?
But yeah, so he's, so he says, you may not care for it, but your companions, I have knowledge that might help them with their quests. And you, Helios, the knowledge I could impart to you could make for song that has It could make for a song that has never been heard before in stories that you could tell
like
before they even happen.
Sound of that.
And so he's like, just remember this. If you help, if you bring her down, you will bring prosperity to our people. I entrust you with this duty. And then the mist, it would just start fading right into mist. And you go, your eyes roll back to the front of your head, and you're
It's like
yeah.
back.
So yeah, so then you could go back to the camp.
Yeah, I would assume like we would all have like a little powwow at the end of the night before we all bed down.
Yeah.
Time to share our experience.
We're at the party. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, you could still go do a
Having's
little
hard.
concert. It would, that's cut into your time a bit, but if you want
Alright, I had
to,
a business call.
yeah, if you want to roll me a performance check, we can see how well it went for this night.
Oh Lord.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, it's actually a really good performance.
Never
And
disappoints.
the Boarmen, it seems like they, besides having like war drummers and stuff, and they do have like songs and stuff, they
Play
aren't.
off of them, yeah.
A lot of them have not heard your specific style that you've been basically pioneering in the Boarman capital. These guys don't make it to Boarman territory that often anymore. And so
yeah, we take their instruments and weave it into the style.
yeah,
True
no, so
Boarman
it's
classic.
Boarman
Yeah.
fusion.
so it's a great a great time, a great performance, and yeah. You probably we'll say you get like 5 gold's worth of tips of coin.
What the?
Nice. It's
Tar makes fucking like 65 gold.
just like
You guys are getting paid?
That's literally that meme.
I know I rolled bad, but jeez.
But yeah, so at the end of the night, you guys are preparing to go to bed so you can get up early the next day and travel back. What do you discuss anything? Was Helios
Yeah.
bringing up? Okay.
I would say just
Tell anybody.
Helios let us know about his little powwow.
No, he doesn't seem to be onto it. Played the side that we were given,
Okay.
but other than that, I would just relay everything that they said. He's
Okay, so
basically like,
you just
he still
really-
thinks that we're out here to like kill Locke. Also said he's got information that could help us. There's a lot of information flying around. But personally,
Okay.
I'm not as trusting of him anymore. Kerbach still
Well-
seems Kerbach seems fine. It seems like we have a bit of
Yeah,
a
okay.
rogue, if you will, trying to stir some chaos here.
Just to like bring everything out in the open. What's everyone's show of hands? Are we Team Locke or are we Team Kulu? Who's feeling?
I'm Team
what?
Locke.
I'm
this
team
point.
neither because one of them wants wanton rampaging slaughter across the countryside, and the other one wants slavery everywhere. So the Boarmen,
Yeah,
so
but-
they're not the best of people, you know.
I know. but,
Alright.
like, okay.
I say we kill them both.
It's
Well, we
slavery.
have 9 fireballs.
It's-
We do. We have 9 fireballs.
You guys would know.
We're back.
But right now, what we're discussing is which one.
Oh yeah. Well, currently, of
Not
course, we're gonna
kill
go
first.
along with the one whose camp we are currently in.
Yeah, no.
So-
Locke.
Yeah, so we
when
can
she-
discuss it, yeah.
Just double checking, buddy.
when she said like slavery is servitude, you guys would know like when it's not like she would literally enslave everyone that she conquered. In her mind, it would be like serfdom, right? She would be making those who aren't Boarmen basically be serfs, and then the prisoners, like the people who resist, would maybe be turned like as slaves of war, right? But
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yes.
Well, where does
Yeah.
Rhuk stand?
Currently, we gotta find the wellspring. I think that's the
Team Wellspring
first
right
order
now.
of business.
Remember, when we get the wellspring, we get power.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Go up well and they
These
spring.
players may not even
Yeah.
that.
Swoop spring and they well.
Gotta kill Hilda,
Yes, exactly.
okay, all right.
and that's where I stand. That's my
Problem is
only
we have
one
2
thing.
different Boarman armies. Don't like each other. Purging at Hilda.
That's 3 armies. 4 from Ugodi. Where's the 5th
Yeah.
one? We gotta have a fifth one.
Here's one thing we do need to talk about is what are we gonna do when we get to Unudu?
We're gonna go in there.
And fireballs.
And-
No.
Yeah. Who has a necklace, by the way? I know I said I wanted it, but I didn't actually put it down for me. So who has that?
I just thought it was you because.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you got
I
it.
can take it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
if
way
you want it,
that
so-
works, by the way, so every individual fireball is a base level fireball. Every bead, if you throw it, right? It takes an action to throw, and it's just like casting fireball normally. You know, it makes a fireball on the spot it lands. But if you throw more than one at once, it like buffs up the power. But it technically, if you want the most damage, it's better to throw each individually.
Each bead, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking I'd give a bead to like every person in the party, and we just throw them all at once.
You could do that. Yeah, you have to prepare
Yeah,
that
what
ahead
if you
of
keep it in
time.
your
But...
pocket and you
Yeah,
on a stick
yeah.
and you fall and then fireball yourself?
Just get like level
Oh, no.
fireball.
Yeah.
So
So
what is that? That's like
It's a
8d6
lot.
plus 9. That's 17d6 damage.
Is it 8d6?
Here's a cool idea.
well, I mean plus 8, so it'd be
We
16
all,
I'm dead.
d6.
But my hit points are still 28.
Oh, because it's not. Yeah, forget it's not a base level
we
one.
all
to hit-
still have our mounts, right?
Yeah.
The algorithm just chill. They're jamming too.
Does
you know?
anybody willing to give up their mount strapped with oil into the center of the city?
Oh no!
Well, not mine. Mine cost 200 gold.
You can buy another. No, just kidding. Horrible.
Are we willing to create a VBIED out of an elk?
I'm suggesting this as a
It's
last resort. I would like to do this.
we load up our elk with oil, run them into Locke's tent, and then necklace of fireball.
Well,
Oh
no,
my
okay.
God.
So here's what
No.
I'm thinking: is we go back to town, we convene with the Duchess. Like, listen, this half ogre, half giant threat is very major. You really need to tell us where to go so we can take care of it, or else this
Locke will be the
forest
least of
will
your
be-
worries.
Yeah, or this forest will be cinders. And if that doesn't work, then we tell her about the IED.
God.
That's a convincing argument, Duchess. However, I have a bomb.
It's like, okay, I tried to do it nicely, but now
Versus I made it.
actually like give God.
we are actually just terrorists. Like, there's nothing good about this party.
So, okay,
Oh,
so
no, they were clearly given a good way out of the situation and didn't take it.
so
It's more like extortion. Than this.
well, so
It's
either way,
terrorism.
the plan is to go back to the city, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
at the very least.
Because you'll have some time to kind of plan a little more on the way, right? So yeah. Well, so yeah, so then the next morning would come and go, and you wouldn't see Locke again actually, but the camp is actually getting ready to move on to go closer as well, but they're going to be a lot slower than you guys. You guys are going to go ahead of them, obviously.
Would I see the guy from the card game last night?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
What would he say to me? I assume, like, I would look at him.
Baby.
I would look at him kind of wary. Like, I would be a little afraid. Like, oh, he's probably like still a little pissed at me. What would he do when I caught his eye?
He would like honestly seem like he's like he's sobered up a bit. He would just give you a glare, but he wouldn't be like furious.
Oh, okay.
5 gift subs to influence the story.
I was really hoping he'd come up. And be like, I was really hoping he'd come and be like, sorry, man, I was just really drunk last night.
No, he
I
doesn't
didn't
do that.
mean-" Oh, shit. Okay. While I'm packing up, can I maybe ask around, find out what that guy's name is?
Yeah, his name is. I actually wrote down some names to use. His name is Pulg.
Pulg?
Pulg. Pulg.
He seems like a Pulg. Okay. So I'll just remember the name Pulg, and then...
One of the gift subs for.
But yeah, so you guys would, you wouldn't see Locke, but her lieutenant Varul we'll come up to you guys and basically just reaffirm. You'd be like, are you all good to go?
Is the firewalls? Yeah.
If you get us the information of the wellspring, we will help you take down Hilda. We will crush our enemies.
Could you give us a way to communicate with you while we're away?
Yeah, could we have another sending stone?
Stone.
You know, they do have one.
Rocks. I don't know whose is who.
They will get you. They'll get you a sending stone.
Marbles.
Yeah, they'll give you his other sending stone, sure.
Is there a way to know that I won't accidentally use like the wrong sending stone?
No, they use it for like shapes and stuff, you know. So.
Thanks.
This rock is round.
Yeah.
This one's shaped.
You know what? I'm actually gonna use my
This one's
sending
shaped like an
stone.
L.
Let me type out because it's to Duchess Iria. Let me type out a message. Actually, I'll ask first. I want to tell her we've made contact with the company, and I want to, instead of bombing the village, I think it might be better to, tell her they won't come here. They'll go to the wellspring if they know where it is, but they don't know where it is.
We have a mutual benefit.
Yeah, there's a mutual benefit there, right?
Okay.
So they
Don't
won't,
die.
they won't come raise the village and beat the shit out of you to get the information. If you tell us, and we'll tell them where to go.
Okay.
It's just some light extortion.
So you want
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Well, it's just like there's already this looming threat of the half giant stuff already. They can just tell us where to go and stop them. We won't show up and fireball the village.
Yeah, we won't bomb your castle.
I assume you're not going to say that. But right now, you're basically just saying.
The final message that I typed out will
We're
be
typing
like,
and deleting, typing and deleting.
Okay. So yeah, you can work on that while you guys are kind
Three
of
dots.
while you guys are heading out. Yeah, and yeah. So now you also have one for you also have a thing for lock now as well.
Is a thing for that?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to. I wasn't really gonna bring it up, but if you want to like.
Yeah,
Giant
but
lemon.
yes. So you guys would
Boarman.
continue on. The the first day of travel here. Well, it's like a day and a half travel back, right? So you're gonna have to camp one time overnight at some place at some point here. Do you all? Oh yeah. Okay. Here, roll me another D8. Tartrus, you can do this one. Roll me a D8.
Okay.
Or sorry, it was supposed to be a D10, but that works. That's fine. So yeah, 5 works. All right, yeah. So there's no nothing interrupts your travel this day. But you reach a little clearing.
This sound good?
What? Oh,
To the party.
What did you say? I'm sorry, you cut up.
It's in the chat there.
Yeah, I posted it in the
In
chat.
D20.
He's saying that's what he's gonna send to the Duchess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Does that sound sufficiently deceptive?
Shaloa no longer relevant is so cool and dismissive.
Yeah.
Sorry, they were never relevant to begin with. However,
They're even less relevant.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna send you the response in Discord. I like doing that because then you have to figure out how to share it with the rest of the group.
yeah, okay.
All right, so hold on. Is Isle 2 words or 1?
I would say that's one word.
Yeah, I would say it is. Okay. So let me type out this response.
Oh, it has -1 relevance. Get a D20. Okay. Negative 2 to 1.
If I wake up tomorrow and I still have a cough, I'm no longer gonna be alive. 420, 69. Damn.
14 minus. Can you roll a negative?
No, I don't think so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Always a 1. I think you're just broken when you do that.
Hold on, I gotta count words.
Okay, word processor. 10.
There's
We'll shift C.
there's word count things you can just copy paste text into. They're meant for
That's cheating.
students doing essays.
Hold on. Here's the. Yeah. So this is what she says, Duncan.
Oh.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Oh, but now I just subtracted the answer.
That's
Lame.
So I can't reply to that though. So I mean, there's
No.
nothing I can say to her.
You can share
What
with
a
the group.
bitch. Yeah. Okay. So she basically said, no, I'm not gonna tell you where it is. But we're gonna kill the Boarman anyway. So. Okay. I'm suddenly all for bombing the keep.
Fireball. Fireball. Fireball.
No, I'm not. But okay, I thought the whole point of this was that she was gonna tell us. She won't tell anybody though, is what she says. So, I guess we'll have to beat it out of her. Or maybe Solomon can tell us.
Yeah, so we could just ask Solomon. And then
Yeah.
if he doesn't answer, then that's 2 people and 9 fireballs.
Yep, exactly. I like our odds. In fact, you know what? Can I split a bead off and give one to each of them now?
Yeah,
I
you can
send
do
a
that.
bead
Yeah.
into the sending stone.
So now I have 5
So
beads.
you send the spell through the sending stone like this.
Yeah,
Read
there's
it,
6
and
beads
then
though, because there's 3 for them, because there was 9 on it to start.
Oh, there's only
We need
I
to
forget. You're not a
establish
party member.
The people that
Um,
in the realm of
Yeah,
politics,
true.
saying no to us in
Okay, so
particular is like
all
a
of you
bad-
has 1 cast of fireball now, essentially.
You gave us all a bead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give you all a bead.
You each have a
yeah.
bead. Like it's like the size of like a marble, but if you throw it, it will create a 20-foot radius fireball.
Someone's gonna have to
Anything
explain
like
to me.
So yeah, no, you basically just as an action you throw the bead, then
Yeah.
you cast fireball. That's basically that's it.
It has a range of, I think it's either 30 or 60 feet. I don't remember, but it's
As he's like
having
handing it to Rhuk, I come over and put a hand
60
on
feet.
it.
okay. 60.
Like, Rhuk. I show him the little bead. Like, Rhuk. Throw.
Oh, okay. That's what I meant. In character explanation.
So yeah, but yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, and this would be something you're talking about as you're heading this day of travel, and then you get to a camp spot, like just a little clearing to camp overnight on the way. About half a day's travel out still. Helios, why don't you roll me? Helios, why don't you roll me a d4? Okay, hold on. Okay. Yeah. So you guys kind of like settle in for the night here, and Adau. So Duncan, when it's Adau's watch this night, all of a sudden his weapon starts vibrating.
I'm gonna put never mind.
But he would know what this means.
Yeah.
He looking around, he doesn't see anything yet. But
Yeah. Everyone is woken up by the weapon.
okay, so it makes like
in
a
their mind, they just wake up. So I suppose everyone is awake, and I have a thing for
In
this.
questioning, like,
Yeah, actually, no, I don't have a thing for this. I lied. I don't have a thing, unless I light a tree on fire with sacred flame. So I suppose I'm just gonna like try to peer around into the forest, look into the sky as well, see
Yeah.
if there's anything.
would you like call out and say anything, or just
Yeah, who goes there? Show yourself, coward.
turn the vibrator.
Why won't you die? You know, stuff like that.
I
I thought mud crabs pierced it.
Time for crab.
Okay, yeah, and as you like call out, the rest of you are all woken up. There are the sounds of wrestling, and leaping out of some trees at the edge of this clearing are a couple of wolves, and in a moment it'll be initiative. So hold on, don't roll yet. Let me get you guys dropped onto a map. And then I gotta roll. I gotta get
Shout
stuff
like
set up.
puppy.
Hold
How
on.
many?
Hold on.
Yo, holy shit. I steal the fuck out of those wolves. And pick one up.
These are my
Um,
man. You're my
okay.
friend now.
So hold on, give me a moment here. And I couldn't find a really good map, so we're just gonna reuse the one, the other one. It's just a very similar looking campsite. It's not the same one. It just looks similar, mind you.
Oh, okay.
I like how in the wolf picture there's a lady getting attacked by it.
There
It's
it
okay,
is.
our elk are at least 3 times the size of the wolves here.
No, you don't get the elks.
Step on
Our
them.
elks are massive.
Those are they're normal sized elks.
And why is mine just a blank Facebook profile?
Because we don't have a token for you yet, right?
Oh, I have this one.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, do you have it?
Yours pig.
Oh, the one with the pig.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you can try that out and I'll...
Does that work?
Are these dire wolves?
Here we go.
I don't know. They're definitely not normal wolves. You can tell that. The what?
Normal.
You say they're half wolves?
No, they're big ass.
Oh, I think you said half wolves, like they're half human
Big ass.
homunculi wolves or something.
Which half is like wolf is?
Okay, so yeah, so it becomes clear to you pretty quickly that it's not just wolves, as like dashing out with them
Oh, jeez.
are a bunch of humans as well.
Oh,
Those
that's a
are
couple.
humans.
Yeah, they got like cloaks on. Hold on.
I'm gonna open a separate window so I can look at the map and.
Why is their mouth open in a way which makes them seem like they're going rah?
Because they are. They're all going rah simultaneously. And then hold on. One other thing.
Oh, just gotta add some more enemies. Sure.
Hold on.
What?
Oh, I can do this too.
Oh, no.
So many pigs.
Hold on. All right.
I don't know how to get rid of them, so we're just gonna sit up here.
All right. So here's what I think we'll do though. I think I will let you, if you guys want to click on your tokens, and then roll initiative. It will add them to the tracker.
Alright, gonna have to edit mine.
What's the button?
Oh.
You can't click on yours, Tart.
There we go.
Okay. You got it.
No,
Okay.
I accidentally rolled before.
Okay.
So,
How do I do this?
So yeah, so just click on your token, and then on your sheet near the top middle, there's an
Oh,
initiative.
it have to be on the sheet. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you need to click on your token first, though. So
The wolves are just sitting there like, hold on, guys, wait.
yeah, so if you click, if you say Helios, if you click on the pig, and then click initiative, it'll add it, and I'll change it to the 14. But yeah, let's take a quick little break here before we get into combat while I get my side set up. So yeah, so I'll mute us on stream, and we'll go to overlay, and we'll be back in like 5 minutes. So
Who's that?
Alrighty.
yeah. Here, we're back to say hello and thank you. But we're still on break. I'm still gonna go grab a drink, but we'll be starting in a second. Thank you, Satan yourself, for the rating.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Dude,
They can't see us.
he's dual wielding a
They can't.
lightsaber.
Literally, let's say random puff.
Oh, they can see us.
Wait, get Orm.
Okay, so I'm assuming the popsicle's in your offhand, right?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have like the 2 weapon proficiency feat?
There you go. Doesn't even show up as orange. Oh god, it's changing colors. Ace. Oh no, this
Hello.
is the gay
Sorry
saber.
about that. What is up? Am I mic?
Dual wielding.
Dual-
In the Kiwi.
2-hit
Double fifteen.
proficiency. Well, welcome in, Shane.
Dude, that party outside Poetry's is raging. Listen to it.
Yeah, I've been watching them.
Oh, you can like
Do they want to join our party?
faintly see a guy on the right there, can't you?
Yep. He's famous now.
He's got like a glowing something.
Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Ready?
You guys all ready to go? Okay. Alright, well, we're already unmuted, I guess, so that works. So you guys find yourselves attacked in the middle of the night. Luckily, Duncan has Adau has a weapon of warning, and it has already proven useful twice. So, yeah. And here, you know what? Let's get some combat music going. I've only been using Witcher music. I need to expand, mostly just because I know that music is
Is there
good.
music going?
Yeah, I need to try to figure out a way for you guys to hear it too. But if you want, here, I'll put the link in the Discord so you can put it on as well, and we'll be roughly synced up.
I'm gonna listen to my future fun.
I'm on jam.
Yeah. But yeah, so the I need to try to figure out a way to have you guys hear it too, maybe, but in the future. But
Well, I mean, if we did it in the D&D channel, we could just
that's true.
music bottled in.
That is true.
Or
But
you
yeah,
could stream and then or like a music pod, yeah.
yeah. But yeah, either way, the
Cool art. We gotta get like
I need to find I need to put like some Skyrim music and other stuff in there too, though. But yeah, either way, so you guys you find yourselves attacked, and yeah, let me just do something real quick. Let me sort it in order. Okay, so yeah, these guys aren't really doing a good job. Once they realize you guys know they're there, they just are going to start running out of the woods on all sides. And so Rhuk, you get to go first. You grab your weapon. Rhuk doesn't wear armor, so he's ready for this.
No, I have armor on.
Oh, you do have armor. Shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot you have armor now.
Is the terrain on this actually what it is? Like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able
yeah.
to here? Okay.
Yeah, this is probably maybe a little hillier than it would be in this actual forest, but it's close enough.
Okay. Measure distance.
pay no attention to the inconspicuous arrow measuring.
If I go here, can I hit the wolf?
Yeah.
The hill there. Okay, I'm gonna go here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm gonna rage up.
All right. So charging over towards the wolf. Yeah.
Got a rage in. What?
He's got a raging greatsword right there.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Smack this man
Okay.
with a javelin. No, with my greatsword.
Okay. You make 2 attacks, and both of those are hits. I mean, it's just a wolf. It doesn't have armor on. It snarls in rage and pain as you just hack away at it.
Okay.
Hold on, let me add. Okay, that's enough to visibly wound it already, and it yelps. It's like, "Arr!" Roll me a perception check, Tart. Real quick.
Check, okay, hold on. There you go.
Looking around, like looking at this dude clearly seems to be like the leader. He barks out an order to the wolf. But you look more than that though, Tart. He looks familiar. Not personally, like not him in particular. But he reminds you of the giant worshippers that you had, tussled with in the past.
Okay.
He's got
like clothing and stuff.
Yeah, he's got like shamanistic tattoos all over his body, and it reminds you of the other shamans of the giants that you had fought before.
Okay.
And they had also attacked you with wolves too, so.
All right, I note that, and I end my turn.
Okay. That will bring us to this group here, who are immediately going to start whipping out bows and shooting at Rhuk. This one will move up a little bit more. Actually, they're gonna move up to like here. This one kind of moves up into the camp a little closer. This moves out here, and they all just start taking pot shots. 1, 2, god damn it, 3, 4. All right, so 1 shot from each. 2 of them are hits. 1 is a crit. So here's it is halved. So this one is 4 instead of 8. And then this one is 2 instead of 4. Bruh. Still, yeah, you take a little bit of damage from each of them. And yeah, this leader shaman is like commanding them clearly. It's like in a language you don't understand, is clearly commanding them to take shots at you though. That brings us to Helios.
Okay. So refresh me. I can have an action and a bonus action, right?
And then you get your movement always too.
And then a movement. Okay.
So, and you can do those in any order,
Darn. Okay. Does it have to say specifically bonus action, or can I just do 2 actions?
Like what? For what?
So, well, first I want to do hypnotic pattern.
It should
on,
say.
this... Yeah.
So it'll say
Which
either
is-
action or bonus action. Yeah, let me look at your
It says
sheet.
casting time 1 action.
Yep, so it's an action then. So basically you have to use an action for that.
I'm gonna use this on this chunk of people up here.
Okay.
It says a 30-foot cube within range, 120 feet, definitely far enough away.
Okay, well so then here, let me
And they're
actually...
all-
This might actually matter. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw a 30-foot square. So wait, a 30-foot cube, I believe it's 30 on each side, which is, yeah, like...
Yeah.
So that would be like this, I think.
Okay.
Yep.
So where's the wolf? Are they?
If
1, 2,
they-
3, 4, 5, 6.
That would have the wolf in it. The only thing is, if you did it like here, I can move it around too. Like if you did it here, that would affect Rhuk, and you can't choose to spare him.
Okay.
But he's tanky. He could probably tank a few hits when he's stunned.
Do you have a wisdom saving through? Yeah. So basically, this is just to like incapacitate them until we get to them.
Yeah. The way this one works is that it is, if they take damage, they're woken up. So
Yes.
Rhuk would only take 1 hit, and then he'd be fine, maximum.
Yeah.
So.
Can you take that?
I mean, if you feel like you need to go for it.
At least stop some archers for now.
Mm-hmm.
Go
Okay.
1 over. Or no, because that'd be. All right, we'll do that, but then I'll give you. I'll help you with something later. We'll do that first.
It
Okay.
might not affect me. I have to make a save.
Yeah, because you have to make wisdom saving.
Yeah.
I'm assuming
so,
that they're dumb.
Yeah, so make a wisdom saving throw then, Tart, and I'll do that for my boys. We'll go from top to bottom, left to right. So,
Bruh.
okay, he does not.
Oh no.
The good news is, okay, well, so this guy resists it. Here's what I'll do. There's a... I'll put an icon on the ones that fail. Let me make sure that the stream can see this stuff. Actually, it's got a good view of everything, I think. Yeah.
It sees at least 3 like boxes.
Yeah, so, oh, let me put the turn order somewhere I can see, though. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so this guy, time for him to roll, the shaman leader dude. He fails. God damn it. Okay, so the leader who's calling out orders, he fails. That's rough.
So don't do anything to him for a while.
And then the wolf also succeeds. So the wolf is still in action. Hi. So yeah, so you stupefy 3 of these enemies. And then you could move, and you have your bonus action. Oh yeah, and Rhuk. See here.
Saving throws.
So you could, like, with your bonus action, you could give one of your inspiration dice to someone.
Yeah. That, or I'm looking at counter charm. So it says you have an advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed.
Yeah.
That's something that would come up in this.
No, this is that only.
It's only those 2 things.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I see what you're saying. Well, put that in the chat. Put that feature in the chat.
And hello. There you go.
It also takes an action.
Yeah.
So
I'd
you
be
can't.
allowed to do it. Then would it help here? It says it's advantage on saving throws against frightened or charmed, but
Yeah.
already
So this is
frightened.
technically a type of charm. So it would help Rhuk with that, but you can't do that and also do the spell, right?
Gotcha.
You only have one action.
Okay, so those both count as action.
Yeah. You only get one
Then,
action.
Yeah, we'll give the bardic die to somebody.
Okay, yeah. Who is it going to be? Adau or Talvo?
Who wants it? A little late for Rhuk.
Yeah.
I don't plan to make an attack next turn, so.
Okay. So then Talvo.
I'm always looking
We'll give it
to make some heads roll.
We'll give it to Talvo.
Okay. Yeah, so Talvo's got that bardic inspiration die.
That's just a D4, right?
Actually,
No,
I
it's a
guess I could've used it
D8.
Anyway.
Oh.
I have 2.
Mm-hmm.
2d8?
Yeah, they go away after like a
Bardic
rest. So
Inspiration
Yeah, I have
die,
2
I
bardic.
forget.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got 2. So yeah. So
Inspired.
he. So yeah. Helios, yeah, uses his like instrument, like casts a spell using his instrument as the focus, stunning a bunch of enemies with like a brilliant display of lights, and then he like shouts out a word of inspiration to Talvo. That brings us to the wolf's turn. The wolf sees that Rhuk is here. And completely stupefied, and it takes that opportunity to go just lunge at him. He's incapacitated. Guess what that means? This thing has advantage against Rhuk.
Oh no.
You didn't tell me that.
So Rhuk, you're about to be attacked by this wolf, and it has advantage because you're stunned.
Bruh.
Alright,
Will it hit?
Well, that's not good.
you take 6 damage. It's still halved. You're still raging.
Yeah.
But I also need you to make me a
Pretty
strength
angrily
saving throw.
sleeping.
I also need you. Yeah, you're woken up now, very violently. You're very violently undazed, but I need you to make me a strength saving throw. You have advantage on that too, actually.
Okay.
This music makes this way better.
Yep,
Yep.
you're good. You're totally good. You are not
What part
knocked
of the plan?
prone. It's one of those things where, like, even in your dazed state, you manage to just go like just take the hit and not get knocked down. Okay.
Oh, so they don't fall over, they're just standing up.
No,
Like
they're
when they're
just,
hypnotized. Okay.
Yeah,
Staring, they're like, whoa.
yeah, they're not instantly knocked prone. So, so that's that. It's now the Blue Man group. No, it's this cultist over here. A couple of them like come off the hill a little ways more, and then a couple of them move like into the camp and like get like vantage points, and they're just gonna start taking pot shots. We're gonna say 2 of them are gonna shoot at Adau, 2 of them are gonna shoot at Talvo. They're gonna split it equally. So here's 2 at we'll do Adau first. 1, 2.
That one hits, one doesn't.
Okay. So you take 4, and then 2 shots at Talvo.
Both miss.
Okay, both miss. So yeah, and these guys, it's clear to you guys. You guys can't really, it is still dark out. This is nighttime, but even without that, you can tell that these guys are not super experienced fighters. And just by looking at their heights, you're pretty sure like most of them are human. Maybe 1 elf, maybe 1 dwarf, maybe 1 halfling. Like they're mixed races actually, but mostly human. That brings us to Adau.
Right, okay. My plan was contingent on the leader falling over, but I think I can still make it work without it,
Okay.
given what you just said. So I'm gonna like, okay, well I zoomed in and now I can't see my token because my character sheet's in the way. I'm gonna move 5, 10, like maybe 15 feet this way to there.
Okay.
And face in the general direction of the cultists.
Okay.
And just, yell in the most menacing way that I can. Pathetic worms! Your lead, or when I was gonna say your leader is dead, but he's not dead.
Having a very peaceful
Yeah,
nap.
he's having a
I mean,
very
they don't
peaceful
know
nap
that.
over there. Do you even know who you're dealing with? Flee while you still can. And when I say flee, I want to cast command on the direwolf to flee.
Okay. Put that in the chat. I don't remember how it works.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap at what level? Level 1?
Yeah, because if you want to do it at high level, it affects more than one person. But I'm assuming you're just
Yeah,
gonna
but no,
wolf.
I just want to do that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, if you say flee would be the command, it will flee if it fails. Let's see if it fails. So it's a wisdom saving throw.
Against, I think, like 13 or something, so it shouldn't be too hard, but...
It fails.
Oh wow, it failed.
Yeah. So, it only has a +1 wisdom, so.
Okay. Oh yeah, I guess, yeah, it's a fucking dog. What am I thinking?
So it actually goes like yelps in fear. And next turn, once it gets to its turn, it will flee. It doesn't do it immediately, but its turn is coming up.
It is next.
Well, the point of that was to scare the people. I just wanted to, I don't know how that would be affected or
You
how
can,
we roll that.
if you want to roll an intimidation check with advantage, since you did get,
of course.
yeah, I think that would work because it's one of those things where, we'll see if it works.
If it makes a big bad wolf run.
Jesus Christ.
It's one of those things where
3.
just looking at them, it seems like actually, this is a good chance. Roll me an insight check because at this point you're 10 feet away from the closest one. You're close enough you can see their facial expression. Here's the thing: you're pretty sure this intimidation tactic might have worked, except they look almost like they're in like a trance. These dudes don't really look like they're fully aware of what's going on, even. So.
Okay. I think I can do a bonus action because I didn't do one of those. What a weird way to say that.
Technically, if it's another spell, you're not allowed to. If it's a leveled spell.
Yeah, if it's a level, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, but if it's another type of bonus action, you're free to do it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Never mind. I was thinking I have an ability that allows me to change a spell to a bonus action, but it's an enchantment spell, so I can't.
Okay. Yeah.
So that will be. I'm gonna. When I see that, I suppose I'm gonna use the rest of my movement if I still can.
Yeah. Sure.
To move to here.
Okay.
And
fall back
that'll
a
be
little
my
bit.
turn.
Okay. And yeah, even though it looks like the next thing on initiative is a dire wolf, or just whatever these big types of wolves are. They might not technically be dire wolves.
The nondescript large wolf.
Yeah, there is. You guys would actually hear rumbling of like stone and this little like stone embankment or whatever you would call it, right? You hear like rumbling of stone, and you see a large hand grab the edge and pull up an ogre. An ogre pulls itself up here, like looks around, sees you two. And ogres they actually have more movement than the average person because they're just big. They lumber forward, and it lumbers forward, literally crushing someone's tent in the process. And it lumbers over, like,
what the fuck, dude?
and it's like, and it just has a big club, and it just goes boom, and tries to bring the club down on Talvo's head.
Whoop.
All right.
It misses. That's disappointing. But yeah, the big ogre misses with the club hit. Talvo is, nimble, just goes whoop. But this thing kind of comes out of nowhere. Now it's the wolf's turn. The wolf will use its entire turn to run away, and it has a lot of movement. So it is actually off the map entirely. I'm just gonna put it at the edge, but it's like 80 feet that way.
Wow.
So it is not
Keep
even
going.
here I'll say 80 feet. The wolf is that way by 80 feet. So it is. I think. Let's see. That only lasts just for 1 round. So next turn it might start coming back, but it is wasted at least that turn. That brings us to Talvo.
Okay. How many bottles of oil can I throw in one turn?
I think just 1.
I can't just like reach into the bag, grab like 3 between each finger, and just douse this guy.
No. Here, let me. There's probably actually a ruling on this. Let me look. As an action, you can. Yeah, as an action, it literally is a part of the item's description, actually. As an action, you can splash the oil in this flask onto a creature within 5 feet of you, or throw it up to 20 feet. Make a ranged attack, treating the oil as an improvised weapon. Just 1. Yeah.
If I he gets an opportunity on me if I move away right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or I have something to get around that, don't I? I can disengage as a bonus action.
Yep, you can.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna disengage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna book my ass my 30 feet movement.
Okay.
Yeah. As far towards Rhuk as possible.
Yep.
So, and then I'll take a range attack at the ogre.
Okay. Just with your short bow? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. That might actually hit, because it... no, it doesn't. Because even though the thing is big, it's a big target, it does still have, like, some basic, like, scraps of hide armor on it.
Okay.
Is that all?
And I think that's it. I think I use my movement, my action, my bonus action.
Okay, yeah, you're good. Alright, that brings us to the leader dude. Here's the thing with Hypnotic Pattern. The Hypnotic Pattern is very powerful. It's a ridiculous spell. Because of the fact that there's no repeated saves. You are just stunned for that minute. Unless the spell ends. And the only way the spell ends is if Helios drops concentration. So, Or yeah, they can also get shaken awake or woken by damage. But for right now, that dude is just out of it. However, hold on. Before we go to the top of initiative again, you see lumbering out from behind this rock up here
God.
is another ogre. It lumbers out. And it just kind of goes and like just lumbers forward. Let's see, it was there. So it was, yeah, it doesn't have movement to make it up to Rhuk. And it says, like, it takes the Great Club, tries to smash Rhuk.
That hits.
Okay. It's halved, so you only take 6. Still, it's adding up, and you take 6 bludgeoning damages. This massive club just bashes Rhuk. The ogre, it's funny, the ogre stumbles right by the dude commanding them, not even realizing that he's not in the picture right now. Rhuk, it's your turn.
Bruh.
Kill the shaman.
Do you still have your Mace of Panic or whatever?
That's what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, Mace of Terror.
If I use my Mace of Terror, do
Yeah.
people that are charmed get woken up? Even if they fail the...
Yeah, they'll still be affected by
fail the
that.
saving throw? Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. Do you have a way to throw that in the chat, or I could look it up here?
Yeah. I'll throw it in the chat.
Okay, yeah.
Or can I? I don't know if I have a thing for it.
Here, I could throw it in there.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can use an action and expend 1 charge to release a wave of terror. Each creature of your choice in a 30-foot radius must succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or become frightened of you.
Yeah.
And they have to then run away.
I will do that.
Okay.
For all of the end here.
Yeah, I like the fact that you're like
seems good.
wielding this great sword, and then all of a sudden, oh shit! Like you get dazed, you wake up, and now there's a bunch more, and like okay, you grab the mace and just like, yeah, this pulse of like psychic energy emanates out. Let's see who succeeds and who fails. So, we'll start with the like these normal dudes. From left to right, top to bottom. So the top two. What is it? Wisdom? Okay, wisdom.
Yep. 15.
Okay, there's the third one. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
The fourth one. So this one down here is the only one affected by this. But then we go for hold on. Then we got the. That's really funny. Hold on. We'll do. No, let's do like.
It's the probability's inverted.
Then we go to the leader, Shaman Boy. He's also fine. And then we go to the ogre. Ogre's afraid. Ogre's like.
Zero. He's so
Yeah.
scared he just drops down and tears it down.
No, not that. But he is absolutely afraid. And the wolf also fails.
Okay,
So-
well, at least it's near me gone.
Yeah. As this wave of like psychic energy emanates out, and they start like the wolf yelps in pain and fear now. Okay, that's your action, so you can't attack, but you can move.
I have double attack. Does that?
No, it takes you after it's like if you do attack, you get multiple, but you have to use your full action for that, right? So,
Bruh.
but here's the one thing though. Normally things would get opportunity attacks if you move away, but if you look at that description, creatures who are afraid of you can't take reactions, so you're free to move away from them if you want.
Or move deeper.
I'm gonna because they are trying to get as far away from me as possible.
Yes.
But if I move further in, they're gonna book it the other way towards
Yeah.
you guys.
They will go directly away from you.
And they have to do a saving throw every single turn, right?
Yes.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, let's make this interesting. I'm gonna move right here.
Okay. Sounds good. Is that it?
Yep, I'm done.
Okay. It is these red boys' turns. These two are stunned up at the top. This one is not.
Oh, they are
This-
still stunned.
And this one is
that
afraid.
guy feared?
Yeah, this one is down here.
Wait, I thought you said
Oh,
if I use my fear thing, they get unstunned.
No, let me go check that actually. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
I think
No,
it's-
they wouldn't
when
be. No, it's just yeah, they're still stunned, so they are still like fully just like
Perfect.
yeah,
like
just when they're unstunned, they're scared of you.
Yep. This guy is going to run away because that's all he can do. He actually runs away 60 feet because he spends his whole turn running away. He's like, ah! This guy is like, what the fuck? This guy is smart enough to look around, see that their leader is dazed. He goes over, shakes his leader awake. He undazes the dude. He's like he would say some name. I don't know. It would be like Roderick or something. He'd be like, Roderick, sir, you gotta wake up. I mean, you would actually no, you would understand because you have your fucking helmet thing. But well, yeah, he's like
name's Roderick.
He's like you must wake up, sir. And so he'd be woken. The other two are stunned, and again, there's no repeated saving throw. They're just stunned as long as Helios keeps that spell up. Speaking of which, Helios, it is your turn.
Oh boy. So do I have to do anything, or is it just kind of like passively there?
It's there. Yeah, you don't have to do anything else. The only thing is that if you want to keep that spell up, you can't do another concentration spell.
Okay.
You can do other
Whatever,
spells that
good.
aren't concentration, but
Where would I find? Oh, duration concentration is 1 minute. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, that'd have been good to know. Okay, new plan. This is tricky. I was also reading through, and so I saw Unfailing Inspiration. Whoever has the Bardic Inspiration die, if you fail, you keep it
Yeah, that's true.
as a note.
If you fail whatever check you had
Why
added it
didn't
to.
I use the
Oh yeah, you should have used that. That's okay. You can use it next turn.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about it.
Oh. I'm suddenly looking through and realizing I probably should have picked better.
I mean, you can always jump in with your rapier and stab.
True, I could stab somebody.
Flavor is way cooler than function. Man.
Yeah. So it's like when they said that I forget who saw it. I think it was Adau. That they're in like a sort of a trance, like they're not fully there. Would we all like? Would you have passed it to us or not?
Well,
You can-
I
also do a
haven't
check.
yet, but yes, they kill the shaman. He's controlling them.
Okay.
All right.
So he yells, "Kill the shaman."
Okay.
Let's see.
So what you gonna do there, Helios?
I don't know. It's tricky. The shaman's kind of just everyone over there is fine. We'll stab somebody.
What? Yeah, you got
I'm
30.
pretty close to the.
You got 30 feet of movement. You could get to a. You actually get all the way to the shaman if you want. Like just.
True, but then I'm also in that mess.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, or you could help with the ogre that's here.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
Crack. These are complicated. Okay. We'll just panic. I'll move. We'll help with the ogre for now.
Okay.
I don't know. Where would be the best place to go?
There is like a flanking bonus if you. So you could go to this the like lower side of it, so that Adau could flank it next turn, right? One next his turn.
Alright. We'll do that.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I eat the rapier first?
Can you
Heat
what?
Metal, and then heat metal on the rapier, and then or no?
That would not work very well because then you'd burn your hand,
True. All right.
and also it's concentration, so it would drop the stun.
Right.
Yeah.
I forgot the squirrel local animal right there.
But yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a rapier attack then.
Okay. Yeah. Roll your attack.
Classic. How do I do that?
So just in the
It's
attack.
under attacks and spellcasting.
Yep. That's a hit. That is a hit indeed. And then if you click the name of it, Rapier +1, in the chat bar, it'll roll the damage automatically. There you go. Okay, so 10 piercing. That's a good bit. You did a max roll actually, as you find a weak spot on the ogre's, like the back of his leg, and he's like, "Roar!" and is extremely enraged by this. Okay. But he's still, I mean, he's only taken one hit. He's fine. Alright, and that'll be it then, I'm assuming?
Sure.
Okay.
Now.
In that case, it is now the wolf's turn. Yeah, this wolf has to run. He's got to go. So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's way off the edge of the map over
Are we
here.
playing D&D or Peggle?
Well, I'm just thinking because then at 25 feet is 5 taps, so he goes 100 feet, so he is off the edge of the map, that way. And well, I'm just letting you know he's hurt enough that he's not coming back, so I'm just gonna delete him because he's essentially defeated. Not dead, but out of the picture. That brings us to the blue man group. The two that are closest are actually going to charge in, wielding like some light swords. They're like scimitars or short swords, you know, just like kind of basic weaponry. And they go like, ah! They charge in. They would actually mutter some like chants as they do so.
Neither of those hit.
Okay. I just realized, by the way, that technically these guys are supposed to have advantage against being frightened or charmed, but I forgot that.
Oh, because they're in the trance, yeah.
Yeah, but that's okay. The other two are actually also going to focus on Adau, but they're going to just take pot shots with their bows.
The 10 hits. I mean the 20 hits.
Yeah.
20 does.
So you take 6 damage as they just manage to land a lucky hit. Okay. And it is your turn now, Adau.
Alright. Okay, well I was gonna... What kind of, is that enchantment? No, illusion. Okay. Well, never mind. I guess I am going to... inflict some wounds. So I'm gonna use my shield. Oh yeah, by the way, the bill I don't think I've hit but one attack with it, and I got 4 damage or something like that. So
Yeah.
I've decided to resign myself to using a mason shield for the extra AC. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna try to use my shield to bat his sword out of the way, and then grab his like skull with my gauntlet and cast inflict wounds.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
You hit.
All right.
Roll the damage.
Like
So
that.
yeah, if you just click where it says inflict wounds in the chat, like
When
where
you get a crit with a spell attack, does it do any? Oh, I guess
it does. Yes.
All right,
And
wow.
so if you guys didn't know, inflict wounds is like maybe the most overpowered first level spell. It's definitely not the most powerful spell in the game, but for first level, like even if that wasn't a crit, it would have done 15. But since it's a crit, it does 27. This guy has 9 HP. You just tripled his HP. So not only do you like kill him, he becomes a withered husk. Like it's just like like you basically turn him to dust. So
Wow.
yeah. Well, which one was it on? The
This one.
Okay, yeah, he is completely just like disintegrated essentially. I mean, his corpse is still there, but it's a husk, a literal husk.
Okay.
Yeah, and that does take you to full action, but you do have movement.
yeah.
And...
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to try to disengage and move to here.
Yeah, well, since you're not a rogue, you wouldn't be able to disengage.
Yeah, I mean disengage from combat just generally.
Okay. Yeah, he would get like one. This guy, the other guy would try to hit you.
Yeah.
But the ogre luckily does not have reach, so you're not in his range right now.
Oh.
So it would just be one attack. They would try to attack you. Does that hit?
That
actually?
meets my AC.
Okay,
with
so
the
that is a
shield.
hit, but it's only 3 damage. They don't have a lot of high damage, so yeah, you can go. You'll just take the hit from this dude who slashes your ankles as you go. Nah. Okay,
Yeah.
so you kind of run over there.
Yep.
Cool. And yeah, the nice, yeah. These guys are surprisingly unfazed by seeing a dude literally just get fucking turned into a husk of a human. Probably because of this whatever trance-like state they're in. A normal person, if they saw that, would be like, "What the fuck?" It's the ogre's turn, and here's the thing: this ogre was about to it was about to smash Adau or try. But then Helios just came up behind it and went, ha-ha, stabbed it in the leg. It turns around, and it's like it's pissed now. It's gonna try to attack Helios. That's not a hit, is it?
Rip.
What's your AC, Helios?
14.
Yeah, it misses. It misses as Helios just nimbly dodges back. Yeah. So, but the ogre is angry. And actually, it's funny because this guy over here, the leader, he is woken up and he was actually calling out orders like. And Rhuk would understand. He's actually calling out orders saying, "Find the spellcaster." And the ogre is like not even paying attention, but actually almost hit the spellcaster, or one of them. Because yeah, this guy realizes that hypnotic pattern has been used. This wolf is gonna start coming back actually, because it was only for one turn that it was commanded to run, and it is at full health. It's like I'm coming back in to fight. So it manages to run back up to where it was at the start of the combat.
I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
I assume an enemy is not a willing creature, right?
No,
Okay.
they would be an unwilling creature.
Unless they're into that.
Oh no! I deleted it!
That's fine.
He evaporates on the spot.
Nat, was that
You hear
Nat
the Windows
-1?
XP sound, and he's
There you go. Hold on. Now I gotta roll him back into initiative, though. He had like an 11 or like a 10. I think it was a 10, so...
Wait,
No, he
he
has
comes back
21.
pissed off. He's like,
Hold on. Now I gotta reorder it, and then we go back to where we were, which was there. Yeah, so the wolf... Ogre went, the wolf runs back. It's Talvo's turn.
Well, I've noticed that cultist leader guy is like the leader, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's clearly ordering commands, like barking out commands.
So we're gonna move like here, and we're gonna take a ranged attack at him.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, that's a hit. That is a hit. And yeah, you do have sneak
my
attack
God.
because Rhuk is there next to it.
Jesus.
So that is wow, that's so much. Okay, that's 31 damage. He is alive, but barely. He's like you just get one shot in his gut, and he's like, ugh! He looks up and he like you shot through the ogre's legs probably too. And yeah,
to keep these people in a trance.
no,
Or okay,
they're still in the trance. There's that's a good question though. So, okay, so is that all you do, Talvo?
Oh no, I'll use my bonus action to behind the corner this time here.
Okay, sounds good. It's actually the leader's turn now.
Well, do I have to like do a stealth check to see if that hide works?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you're good. So you'll be hit enough that you can get advantage on the next attack.
Okay.
This dude, the leader, like, looks at Rhuk and says, "I'll at least take you with me. The gods will look favorably upon me if I do." He reaches out to try and give you the bad touch.
Cheese touch.
So he's
cheese touch.
he's gonna try to actually first he'll move. He'll move to here. And even though the ogre is afraid, it hasn't moved yet, and it is still going to give you give him a +2 for flanking you.
What?
And you're gonna he's gonna
attack him before, like when he moves.
no, because he never went out of range of
Oh, okay,
of-
okay.
yeah. He so yeah, he's gonna cast inflict wounds on you, or try.
Alright.
Damn.
That does hit.
Okay, so you're gonna take here you go. Wow, he rolled high.
Ooh.
You take 30 damage, and that's not halved either. Unfortunately, because it's not physical damage, it is necrotic, rotting damage. So you take the full 30, even though you're raging. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing, is that most barbarians, there is a couple types that have other resistances, but in this case, he literally reaches out, and Rhuk feels like his muscles weakening and rotting. And he's just like, ha 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 ha, because he can see the life getting drained from Rhuk. Yeah, and he did upcast it too. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. That is his turn. Luckily for you, though, the Mace of Terror is not like concentration or anything, so it's guaranteed to work on the ogre this turn at least. So it is going to run. The ogre's gonna run. You would actually get an opportunity attack against it if you want to.
Yeah, I would like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I've
Mm-hmm. That is not a hit, unfortunately.
Bruh.
Okay, so it goes. Okay, let's see. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It runs all the way over to here, and then it will try to repeat its saving throw. Hello? No, it fails. So it's still frightened. Alright, Rhuk, it is your turn. You are noticeably weaker than before, but this guy is almost dead too. It seems like he kind of just went for one last hurrah.
I actually have to re-rage because I didn't attack any creature last turn.
You got attacked, so you're fine. If you take damage, it keeps it going.
Can I take a health potion on a bonus action?
No, it's an action. That's one thing where in one of the other groups I play with, it's a bonus action, but that's like a house rule. Technically, officially, it's an action.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
I might.
can I attack once and then take it? Or no?
No.
I'd have to just use the whole thing. Alright.
Yeah.
Fine.
I might consider changing that to make potions bonus action, but there are reasons why that's not the case.
Yeah.
So.
All right, I'm just gonna attack cultist leader.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's it. And like I said, he was basically at death's door. You just quickly just get a big chunk in his side, you know, big gash, and he just goes collapses.
Okay.
The rest of the dudes are still in this trance-like state.
Still in the trance, alright. I'm gonna move to this guy now and take a little slap at him.
Mm-hmm. And just with one blow, he hasn't been hit at all. He goes like, ah! You just go lop his arms off, and he collapses, dying.
Perfect. Alright, and I end my turn there.
Okay. It's now time for these boys who are still stunned, and then the other one who runs even further, and let's see if he even... No, he's still running. He's off the edge of the map. We're just gonna... He's out of combat, essentially, at this point, so he's gone. That brings us to Helios. This ogre is pissed at you.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, big boy, hi.
Hey.
Yeah,
So,
I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. I left one in the freezer.
okay, good. I'm afflicted. So clearly, these guys are easy to drop this, or you can drop them whether they're stunned or not.
Sorry, I forgot I left one in the freezer.
I'm gonna do the same.
Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I drop a spell of concentration and just do it again. Like if I wanted to do hypnotic pattern in a separate spot, can I do the same turn?
You can always drop spells whenever you want, unless it specifies otherwise, I guess. So, yeah, you could drop concentration. Do you have? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're a bard. You probably have enough spell slots to do that. You haven't done much, so.
Wow. Oh yeah, I didn't think about spell slots.
That's a little rude.
So would this square include everybody here?
Hold on. Let me look at. Yeah, how many? Yeah. Oh, you have 3 spell slots of level 3. Jeez, that's crazy. Yeah. That would. Yeah, that would include everyone, because it would technically be all the way out to like the edges of those squares.
Right.
Yeah, that would hit everyone there.
Let's see.
So nasty.
Yeah, hypnotic pattern is brutal, man.
All right. So that's.
Okay. So you're gonna do that?
Remind me how the spell slots work.
It's just so that's a 3rd level spell slot, right? It's a 3rd level spell,
Okay.
and you already did 1. That means you have 2 left, and if you do this, then you'll have 1 left.
Okay.
And the way it works is that like you can use like a 3rd level spell slot for like a lower level spell, but you obviously can't use a lower level spell slot for a high level spell.
So I've used hypnotic once, so I can use 2
You can use 2 more 3rd level spells.
levels.
No, is that what you want to do then?
Thinking. So it says once, so I can't do hypnotic as a bonus action, right?
Nope.
I can't stab him and then do it.
Mm-mm.
So if I do it and stab him, you wake up.
You can't do
Wouldn't it
both
be
on this
smart?
turn, one way or another. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna. Actually, wait.
I would say stun him and see if he can walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing is that he
Okay,
could
Can I use unsettling words?
throw that in the chat.
Yeah.
I think you can from if that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. It says as a bonus action, use one of the bardic inspiration
Yeah.
and then subtract it from the saving throw. So I use
Yeah.
unsettling words on the ogre
Yeah, to make it
he's
less
gonna
likely.
try to win, and
Yeah.
then do hypnotic pattern again on
Absolutely.
this chunk.
That is, yeah, you have 1 bardic inspiration die left. Talvo still has his.
Yes.
But you can use this. So yeah, you basically taunt the ogre or say something to confuse him. He's like, "Ugh," and then you cast a spell, and he's yeah. So okay, so throw hypnotic patterns down again, so I can remember what it is. Wisdom saving throw. Okay, so the ogre. We'll do the ogre first, and then roll. You can roll the die to subtract. So roll a d8. The ogre. Okay, never mind. Doesn't matter. He fails. He got a -6 on that, technically. The ogre's like... He T-poses. So yeah, the ogre is now
Run into the console and type disable.
yeah.
Bleed
Yeah.
system 32.
However, what I will say is though, since he does this new spell, Rhuk, you see that these guys come awake again. Although with many less allies around them. And then let's go for the other guys. So from
We gotta
top
help him out.
from top to bottom.
God.
1, 2, 3. Okay, 2 of them actually succeeded. This one fails, so he's also stunned. Oh wait, oh shit, okay, I'm gonna remember now. They technically all have advantage. Because I forgot earlier, they have... Because this is technically a... Yeah, they're charmed. It says on a failed save, they become charmed. So it is a charm. So let's see... Okay, the other dude still failed. It only mattered for the one, so I rolled a second one, he still fails. So, and then the wolf. Wolf is also stunned. So, yeah. 3 of them are stunned, 2 of them are not. Okay, so that's your action.
And then I can move, right?
You can move, and he can't attack at you.
Or I could just hide behind him. He's not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna hide behind him.
Okay.
Then, and I'll like, oh here, I'll move to here. So I can
Okay.
watch the 2 that aren't stunned.
Okay, sounds good.
Forget my plan there.
Alright. In that case, actually these guys like look at each other, look around at their like teammates who are stunned, then they look at you and they both yell like, "Get him!" Because they can tell that you just cast the spell. They're both gonna take their... Actually, no, they're just gonna run at you with their swords.
Was it the like going off in the background that gave it away?
Yeah, so they're both gonna just try to slash at you.
Whoops.
Oh no.
Okay, so that's 2 hits, I think, right? So Helios, you take 7 damage, and then another 6. That's not that bad, right? But here's the thing. If you're concentrating on a spell, and you take damage, you actually have to roll a concentration check to maintain concentration, right? Because you know, the idea being that if you take damage, your concentration might waver. And you took 2 attacks, so you need to make 2 concentration checks. The good news is, it's only DC 10. It's fairly easy to beat, but it's going to be a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. And I can't use Silver Tongue as charisma. Okay, so what do I do? What do I do?
So it's Constitution saving throw.
How do I do saving throw?
It's a separate category. Yeah, it's next to the skills above it.
Oh, okay. So 2 of these.
Okay. And so unfortunately for you, usually, I mean, you know, it kind of makes sense. Helios, while he does have some fighting training and stuff, is not necessarily used to getting hit that much in combat. Lots of times he stays back and plays his instrument and is nimble in and out, right? In this situation, they managed to land a couple hits, and Helios just is not used to this, and is like, ugh, kind of reels back, and the stun drops. All of them are unstunned, and now you're surrounded by many very angry enemies.
Yeah, it's not good. Do I edit the hit points myself, or?
Yeah, if you click on the token, you can like edit the number there to subtract the amounts. Actually, can you all see each other's health?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think you can't see Helios.
No, I can't see Helios.
Okay, I
and
can
also
see.
my health bar is bugged for some reason.
Yeah.
No, it bugs sometimes. Yeah.
I press enter to save. Whoops.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. So, anyways, they. Yeah. Okay. So they got lucky because I mean, yeah. Unfortunately, you just got unlucky with the con saves. It happens. Yeah. So that's their turn. Adau, it is your turn. You can see that Helios is getting a little overrun here.
Yep. So... Oh, that's not what I want to do. Let me do a little bit of that. Let me move 20 feet to there.
Yep, you're flanking that ogre now.
Yep.
And flanking gives a +2. This is the way we use it.
Okay. So then I'm going to it's just way better than my mace, so I'm gonna inflict some wounds upon him.
Okay. Yeah. So it's 19. Well, technically 21, but either of those is more than enough to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
11 necrotic damage.
Alright. Yeah, not a great roll, but still a good chunk. And the ogre goes like, "Roar," and looks back at you now. Attention drawn to you.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm. I guess that's it. That's
fair.
my turn.
That's fair. It's now this ogre's turn. He's. Who's he gonna attack? Here, you know what? He's like looking back and forth, like which one he wants to attack. We'll roll a d2 and basically flip a coin. If it's a 1, it'll be Helios. If it's a 2, it'll be Duncan. It's Helios. Sorry. Helios. He comes in with the club. He misses again. Dude, the ogres have missed every single attack. Or no, they hit 1, but they keep missing.
Mine.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, he misses. That brings us to the wolf. This wolf is the one that was ordered to flee, fled for 1 turn, and then was like, wait a minute, what am I doing? It dashed back in. And it will move. It actually, they are actually dire wolves. Not that your kids would necessarily know. They are somewhat smarter than like a normal wolf. It recognizes that Duncan is so Adau is the more intimidating looking opponent. So it's gonna run all the way over here, leaping and bounding, and it's gonna go and try to grab onto your leg there, Duncan.
Bad, stop it.
And guess what? Here's a fun little fact. Wolves have this fun little feature. So not only is he gonna have advantage, he's also flanking you for +2. So, bro, he had a 14. Even with advantage and a +2, he got a 14. Lovely.
Latches onto my shield. Let go.
Exactly, yeah. And you just knock him away.
Stop.
Alright, Talvo, it's your turn. Things have gotten a little more heated on the right side here, but
Does the wolf get advantage? Is that ogre within 5 feet of the wolf?
it's within 5 feet of the creature, as in the target.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The wolf has advantage against a creature if that creature is within 5 feet of another enemy. Yeah. Yep.
How far can I throw my fire model?
60 feet away.
60 feet.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, that's why I moved the rat, but
yeah,
it got deleted.
Oh, here, I'll put another rat stack. The rat stack, by the way, I explained this earlier on break. The rat stack is a way to measure. That's what we use as like a. It's just a meme. It's an inside joke, but it's a meme. The rat stack is used to measure distances in the groups that I run. So that's you can move that now, or you should be able to. And also it can be off the grid if you hold Alt. It doesn't actually have to be locked on the grid.
Does that hit them?
That would not hit the wolf. You need to cover more of the wolf.
Well, I'm worried about my teammates.
That would hit. That's like it's not covering half of his square, so I would say no.
If you hold on, if you click the gear, you can change the color, and it's easier to see.
Yeah, I could. Here, I'll do that. I'll change the color to like red, fire.
Oh, that's jeez. Okay, that's way better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
The only thing is, that would have not hit the ogre because it needs to cover at least half of them, right? That works the same for enemies and
maybe move
allies.
it here, or maybe move it here.
Yeah, if you put it here, let's see here.
Oh, that would hit both of us.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Is like
that's the wolf.
it would. Yeah, it's one of those things where if it covers at least half of someone's square, it hits them.
But it wouldn't hit the wolf.
Yeah, that would hit everyone except the wolf. If you did here, you'd just hit everyone.
Make it a WMD.
We're gonna put that away.
Okay. I mean, you could just, collateral damage.
Hold on, let me like hit. I have another.
I mean, Adau could definitely take one average fireball. Helios could not. He could take a weak fireball though.
Yeah.
It would be kind of luck based. And I mean, you know.
I've only been in one combat with those guys before. I've fought several battles with Rhuk at this point.
Yeah.
What I'm looking to do is, okay, cool. I'm gonna run over to Rhuk. I'm gonna hit him with my weapons, my healing.
Okay. Yeah. So
Thank God.
So Rhuk, you actually see when Talvo runs over, Talvo kind of like channels the like pommel stone in his blade, his fancy rapier, and a like surge of energy fills you, Rhuk. He fills your insides with something, all right.
Yeah. The only thing that feels.
Do you have it written down how much it
Stone for a
is, TSM? I don't remember how much it is. Alright, so it's 1d4 plus your charisma modifier, which is like, I think 4, so...
Just roll 1d4.
Yeah, 1d4.
Big money, big money, big money.
I type 2.
Oh yeah,
So
it would just be...
they're both 3. So
Yeah, you just take a 3, so it'd be 3 plus 4, so 7. You get 7 HP back.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's also just a bonus action, so you can still use your bow or something.
Actually, I'm gonna feed Rhuk potion of healing.
Oh, yeah, you can do that too. Like,
Wait, no. I'm gonna feed
Get the
Rhuk a
bottle.
potion of invisibility.
do you want to use that? Those are valuable resources. Those are really rare.
And he can't attack if you have.
Yeah, so, oh yeah, that's the other thing.
Oh, I didn't know. If you could
Yeah, invisibility goes away once you attack. You get advantage
like-
on that attack, but it's
so
only
like
one.
Chameleon.
Yeah, there is
No,
also...
okay, I'll feed him a potion.
Okay. There's also a greater invisibility, but that is much rarer.
It's a
So,
whole.
Yeah.
so alright, so roll, if you're gonna heal him, yeah. So Rhuk, he also like shoves a potion in your mouth. It's like, drink! So you can roll, that one will be 2d4 plus 2.
Should I roll that or him?
Well, he's like shoving, so it's probably him.
Yeah, I guess TSM rolls it. Then you can blame him if it's bad.
That.
Yeah, there you go. So you get another 7. So you got 14 total.
Nice.
Alright. Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna pat Rhuk on the back and be like, "Go get them." I'm pointing over at the
wolf and the ogre. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll cover your flank. Like I'll stay here and cover the back end. You just get over there.
Oh, you've already covered my back end.
Alright. Yeah.
And I think that's my turn. I don't think there's anything else I can do.
Alright, this dude's dead. It's the other ogre's turn. He is going to keep running, and then he needs to repeat the saving throw. Okay, he's also
Not good.
essentially out of this combat, so I'm just gonna delete him. He's so far gone now that even when he finally comes to, or like snaps out of his fear, he'll be like,
He'll be so far away. That it'll be
yeah,
too late.
Yeah,
and he'll be like, what was I doing?
It'll be a sim walking into a room when
Yeah.
he deletes all the.
Yeah. So, Tart, it's your turn. It's Rook's turn.
Yeah, shit.
Where's that terror axe again? That'd be cool.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, the
but
mace.
it would take 50 feet to get to a good position to do it.
Mm-hmm. You'd have to like dash this turn and then.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it.
I have fucking bard. Somebody remind me to use my fucking
Well,
bard inspiration.
You can't use that on
guys.
heals though. That doesn't work
I
there.
know,
Yeah.
but I keep
Okay.
use it every turn.
So this, hold on. Would this square right here give me flanking or no?
No, it would need to be one over.
Be like here.
No,
Yeah.
here. It would need to be here, yeah. Because it's like you draw right through the center, right, like this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll just move.
So we're just making a
here.
snowman right
Okay.
now?
Alright.
And I will use my Mace of Terror.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have 40 feet of movement?
Yeah.
I guess because you from your rage you do.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I have normal 40 feet of movement.
What you do from what?
It was just one of my levels increased my movement by 10.
Oh, just a barbarian thing. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense actually. All right, so then, all right, so you're using the Mace of Terror. Actually, put that again in chat again. Sorry, or no, I copied it, didn't I? Where was it? Because I don't remember if you get to choose who gets affected. I think you get to choose.
No, it's a
Each creature of your choice. Yep.
Yeah.
So
so just hold the enemies.
okay, so that would affect everyone except this furthest dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so then let me start rolling. So here's for the normal dudes. We'll do them first.
Okay.
Oh shit, they should have advantage. Okay, well that one succeeds either way. And then the other one, they both succeed.
That's fine.
The ogre.
Wolf, I'm more worried about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ogre is feared, is afraid,
Let's go.
and then the wolf. Let's see.
Let's go.
Also afraid.
Nice.
That mace is OP, dude.
Yeah. Well, you only have a certain amount of charges on it, so.
Three per day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have to recharge a dice roll too.
Hold on. Okay. Yeah. And so the big boys are afraid. The other guys are like, their trance-like state seems to be overriding whatever fear would normally be, compelling them. So, alright.
Alright, that's it. I end.
Okay, it's these red boys who they look at each other, see that most of the people around them are gone, but they also see that there's only one person in front of them. Talvo, you did hide, but then you went out in the open and shoved shit down Rhook's
Yeah,
throat.
but prior to that, I did just almost one-shot their leader.
Yeah, they don't care. They're in this trance. They are compelled to fight you, basically. They run at you and just pull out their swords and like they'll both take a shot at you.
That's a miss.
What about the 15?
Oh, no, both of them are misses. I have 17 AC.
Yeah, well, how much?
17.
Okay, unfortunately, they do have +2 to that because they're flanking you. So the second one is actually barely 17. Sorry.
That's fine. I'll just uncanny dodge that one.
What'd you have to surprise
never
them with?
I was gonna say, you don't need to with these guys. They're not like doing that much damage. It's just a scratch. Alright, Helios, it's your turn. You can tell that this ogre has just been panicked and probably not gonna attack you, but it might try to trample over you.
Yeah, he might step on me. I'm just gonna maybe go here. I don't know, can I do that through people?
You can. It would be rough terrain, but you could definitely make it. The problem is that this guy would get an opportunity attack because you're leaving his range.
Okay, then I'm gonna go this way. Behind the tent.
In that case, you would take 2 opportunity attacks.
Oh, so I get 2.
No, so basically these guys,
wait.
you're in their reach. So if you leave an enemy's radius of attack, they get like a free attack against you, if using the reaction.
So,
basically, you're locked in combat with them. You can also you could just risk taking the hits, right? That's no guarantee they hit.
yeah.
You could also use your action to disengage, which avoids that. But then you've used your action, right? So
Yeah, but then you don't have an action.
Yeah, I don't have any other bonus action options. As far as I know.
yeah,
So I might just be using whole turn to move.
it would definitely be the safest option, but
Yeah. Our closest people are dazed. Maybe I'll do that. I'll step back to regroup. I'll disengage.
Okay. Yeah, and then you can
How
just
far can it?
you just have your normal movement of 30, so you can go pretty far actually.
This would be 30.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll go with y'all.
Okay. Sounds
I
good.
have a plan, but we'll I think I'll be good for now.
Okay. Sounds good. So yeah, you get a little bit out of the way there. That brings us to these dudes who are not actually frightened yet. And what do they want to do? They're in a bit of a weird spot. This one is going to move over here and then take a shot at Adau. That's a miss. The other 2 are actually going to chase after Helios because they did see you cast magic. So they're both actually gonna run at you, Helios, and like be like, ah, just like hacking away in your direction. They both miss.
Oh wow.
My rolls are not great tonight. That brings us to Adau.
All right. I think it's time that we inflict some more wounds. The crowd goes wild.
Which one are you doing it on?
I think I'm confident that Rhuk can dispatch these, you know, the ogre and the wolf. Because are they dazed right now? Or are they frightened?
They're frightened, so they're gonna run away.
Yeah. So okay. So in that case, I'm gonna end this one's existence.
Okay. Yeah, roll the damage. Oh my god! Another one just goes as they literally have the life.
Yeah. Okay. But now I have something that I can use my bonus action on. I'm gonna cast Healing Word using my final.
So technically you can't do that one
because it's a leveled spell.
Yeah, they're both leveled spells. Yeah.
Whoops. Okay. Well then I'm gonna cry.
I mean, to be fair, you're only missing out on 4. It wouldn't have been a huge amount.
Yeah.
So.
Oh no, it wouldn't have been for me anyway. It would
Okay.
have been for Helios.
Yeah.
The squishy boar.
But yeah, so either way though, you can, I would say, since these guys are frightened, they can't use reactions, so if you want to move, you're free to. The only one who could attack would be this one, if you move through his range.
Yeah, okay. I'm probably going to
Oh, I wouldn't go that
go
way.
over here and finish off this guy.
Mm-hmm.
For the next turn, at least, I'll engage him.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's to get through you to get to everybody else.
Yeah. The
And he's seen what I did to his buddies.
this ogre gets to go now, and he's just gonna fucking book it. So he's gonna go like, oh god, let's see.
Is he gonna like run over the edge of the?
Yes, like actually,
One of
yeah.
my original plans was, so it said the willing creature thing is I could use fly, lift him over the cliff and then drop him.
No, that fly just gives them the speed, the ability to fly. Then they choose how to use it. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was one of the
levitate is
ideas
what
I
you're
was-
looking
There
for.
is
levitate, yeah.
there is a spell you can do with that. It's telekinesis.
Yeah.
But I think it's like 5th level.
That was the
so.
brain idea that didn't pan out.
Yeah. So this
But yeah,
guy
the cliff was
runs.
funny.
Yo, he actually succeeded though. So he actually runs all the way over here to the edge of the map, but then he gets unstunned. He's like, "What am I doing?" And he like will actually start coming back to you guys next turn.
The wisest ogre in the land.
Yeah. That brings us to the wolf. The wolf is also gonna just go way off the edge of the map, and will also
Opportunity.
you would get an opportunity attack.
Oh, would I? 'Cause he
Actually,
went past me?
actually, all of you would, yeah, except for
Okay.
Talvo, because it passed Helios, it passed Rhuk, and it passed Adau.
Yeah, well, all right.
Right, so
I see how it is.
Oh,
Just do an attack.
yep, just do an attack.
oh, I'm not raging. Take that out. By the way.
Okay, so only Rhuk hits, but still, it's a little extra damage. That's actually the first time that one's been hit, so it keeps running, and then it fails its
Maybe
save,
second
so
time
it's
been
gonna
hit, I hit it.
it fails its save too, so it's gonna keep running, and it is essentially out of combat. So,
I hit it
Get
once.
10 damage from Helios. Yeah.
oh yeah, no, that was the other one, wasn't it?
No, it was that one.
It might have been that one. Either way, yeah, that guy's he's gone. He's out of combat. And then Talvo.
I mean,
Him at the ogre. No, I haven't hit the wolf.
Oh, the wolf. Yeah.
Yes, I hit the ogre. I definitely hit. Not the wolf.
I would just hit this guy to the right of me.
Okay. That is a hit. These guys have like very little armor on.
Oh god, I double killed him.
I don't remember if you would you get sneak attack. Do you have anything? Normally you have to either have advantage, which you don't, or an ally close.
Oh.
But I think don't you specifically have like a third condition? I think you do,
When
but
I'm within 5 feet of
Subclass?
the target and no one else is. Which the guy behind me is 5 feet, is 10 feet away from the guy in front of me.
Yeah, so when you're within 5 feet of the target and no one else is... Yeah, because that's from the Rakish Audacity. You gain an additional way to use your sneak attack. You don't need advantage... Oh, but it's... Okay. Yeah, so it's from Rakish Audacity. You don't need advantage on the attack roll to use your sneak attack if you are within 5 feet of it and no other creatures are within 5 feet of you. So unfortunately, there is another creature within 5 feet of you. Yeah, that's the condensed version.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I just wrote... I made that one for you because it's just to condense it, but he's within 5 feet of you, so technically you can't, so it'll only be the 5. But
Okay.
that is enough to visibly wound him, but he is still alive, actually.
And then, if I use my bonus disengage, can I disengage from one, or is it?
It's from everyone.
Disengage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I'll disengage and then use my movement.
Yeah. You can skedaddle away a bit.
Yeah. Let me see. Where can I go? 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, that's so far.
Yeah.
Oh, right here.
Sure. All right. And that brings us to Rhuk.
You left him over there.
Yeah.
All right. How far are these guys? Okay.
No, don't run away. Run back.
Attack you.
No, I think he has an idea.
Go help our squishy.
These guys are all covered. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess the ogre is coming back. Oh.
I want you all to make me a perception check real quick. This is the top of the initiative, so this is when it would happen.
Oh, you
Or
love
this
hearing that
is-
from a DM. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta with us.
Okay. So I would
roll
say
similar.
all of you
Wow.
except Talvo. Talvo's too busy running away from those guys. All of you notice that the remaining dudes here who are in this trance-like state, these fighters, are all like chanting in unison. Like they were chanting before in different like tempos and chanting different things. Now they're all chanting in unison, and like their eyes have like a faint glow to them. It's almost like as if they're all being controlled as one at this point.
Controlled as one.
Is there anybody like in the woods around the camp that didn't engage us?
You don't see anyone.
Okay.
You would also know that just from being a magic user, Adau and Helios would know that like being able to mind control like half a dozen to a dozen individuals, or
Is it crazy feat?
yeah, or you know, maybe not mind control, charm, trance, whatever this is,
Yeah.
right? It's definitely that's like a high level magic.
Yeah.
Would you
know,
say it's
thing.
above 3rd level?
Yes, that would be like 7th
Yes.
or 8th, right? This is like a high level thing to be able to do this, especially if they really aren't here, the magic user, and they just sent these
Yeah,
guys.
especially if they're remote, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Work from home, you know.
Yeah, COVID has taken toll on all of us.
So yeah, what is Rhuk gonna do?
Rhuk is gonna run right back over the enemies that Talvo ran away from. It's gonna be like the Inception meme with Elliot Page. Just
Yeah.
Cars driving by.
yep. He's gonna run here and he's gonna attack this boy.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna get fucked.
That's absolutely a hit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and when you hack this guy down, you actually see from like the wounds where you kill this guy, it's almost like there's almost like a purple like mist emanating from him. And that did not happen with the other ones. It seems like whatever chanting they're doing is causing some sort of effect.
Does the mist affect me in any way?
No. Not right now.
No. Can I move again and attack or no?
Yeah, if you have movement left, you can.
Okay. Where was I?
You were like
Right here,
here,
right?
so you have like 15
Yeah,
feet.
I have-
Yeah.
I'm gonna risk it and not rage, and I'm gonna attack
Okay.
this boy.
You hit?
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, that's enough to kill that guy too. As you just hack him down, and he's like, he reaches out to you. He's like, "Ugh," tries to grab onto you, but he's dead by that point.
Yeah,
The
missed
old,
it.
the old Reddit switcheroo, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Is that all?
In my...
All right. It would have been those guys' turn, but they're all dead. That brings us to Helios.
Okay. I have a risky move.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's right behind me to help out if needed. I'm going to use, so I have the magic veil, right? I don't know if this is what I've been using, but I can cast Dispel Magic, which normally is like, it ends any 3rd level or lower spell. If it's higher than 4th, then you just roll your spellcasting ability, which I have as Charisma,
Yes.
and I'm a bard. So,
Yeah. That is
We're gonna do that.
true. So yeah, that is awesome. That's awesome. Yeah.
Just to
So
see what we can do with this guy.
yeah. So basically, Dispel Magic. Yeah, like he said, it automatically works on like low-level magic. Against high-level magic, it is a chance to work based on how well you roll. Basically, how well you're able to control the magic ability that you have versus whatever effect it is. So
I like this.
yeah. So
That way.
So the way you do this actually is so spell casting ability. Hold on, check. I gotta remember what that technically means because it is a. Okay, so it doesn't add your proficiency. It's just a base charisma check then.
Okay.
So if you just click charisma there. Well, that's a save. So, but either way, it's. We can just take that roll because it would have been lower still.
We can do that one, whichever way.
We can do another one.
Here, I'll let you roll with charisma.
Okay,
So
how
you-
do I do that?
So it'd just be on the left, the very left side where it says charisma.
Oh. I'll take that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll allow it this time to re-roll.
I didn't
So
know. Okay.
so
That was his point of inspiration.
Yes, that was the
yeah. So yeah, you kind of like look at this this dude who's in this trance-like state, and you strum your instrument and cast a spell magic from it. The magic magically musical tune coming out works magic literally, and the person here, they just collapse to the ground and like grab their head like ah! And they're clearly out of commission, whether they are, whatever's happening to them, they are clearly not fighting anymore.
I'll kill them.
No! What?
I
Because I
kill
have
him.
information.
Oh, don't! I thought you said I kill him. I was like, what?
No, don't kill
No,
them.
don't kill them.
Too.
Yeah, don't kill them. Yeah.
Now that he's aware, painfully.
Yeah, and yeah, that's your action, but you can still move if you want. Otherwise,
Maybe I'll like back away to give it like a.
yeah, all right, sounds good.
Can I go over here? I don't really need the flank. Wait, we gotta get ready for the ogre guy, right?
The ogre is
If I,
coming
like-
back.
What if I like? How far can he move?
You have 30 feet.
How far can he move?
Oh, the ogre? 40.
The ogre.
He was
40.
Yeah, he was here before.
All right, so I'm just like taking out my like ruler here, mid battle.
Yeah.
Okay,
The reason
so
he
I'm
went
gonna-
further last time is because he dashed.
Oh, okay.
If I go to like here, it'd be fine.
Okay.
So that way I'm like closer to be ready, and he can't reach me this time.
Okay. Alright. In that case, then we'll move on to the next group. So this dude is he's out of
What
he's
level
out of.
was Dispel Magic?
It's a 3rd level spell, but that's from the instrument, which I think. So the instrument has its own like pool.
Oh shit. Okay, I still have a 3rd level.
Yeah, it's just that you can only use it once per day from the instrument.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Hopefully
okay.
no one needs to fly or levitate.
So this dude is the last one left here, because this dude is out of commission for whatever from this spell. This guy here is he's going to try to swing at Adau.
It
No,
hits.
he hits. A little bit of damage. And then, almost as if he, like, he's also, again, he was chanting in unison with the others, and he like looks down at his own body in like shock, and then looks up at you, Adau. And for a moment, you see his eyes, like this trance-like glow, disappears. And he looks at you and he's like, "What's happening to me?" And then he explodes. He literally explodes. I need you to make me a dex saving throw, Duncan. Okay.
Shit.
I'm gonna say since you crit, you were able to completely dive out of the way. You were gonna take like half of the normal success of this explosion of, you know, body parts, but you get a crit and you're able to completely dodge all the damage as he literally explodes on you.
What if he just turns around, ducks, and then he surfs the blast?
You can't do that, but you can use the shield to cover you, and yeah, your shield is now like covered in guts and blood.
Trails, yeah.
Yeah, but this guy is dead.
His character. As one does if they explode.
Yeah. It's how your turn now.
Well, everyone's dead, so I guess while they're talking to... Oh, wait, no, everyone's not dead. There's an ogre. I'm gonna move over here. What is that, 10 feet, 15 feet? I can see him from here, so I'll move 10 feet. And I'll see the ogre coming towards us, if he is.
Yeah, he started turning back and then lumbering towards you guys again.
Okay, okay, wait, I gotta do that again. 55, okay, he's in range. So I'm gonna use my, this one. And command is an enchantment spell, so I'm gonna use this to cast it as a bonus action.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell him to flee.
Okay.
Like, don't even be like, hey.
Yeah, so what is that? I guess
Stay
it's
down.
The wisdom, I think.
yeah, wisdom, so
Know
it's
your
13 DC.
Yeah.
It's like when you're casting
Alright.
Okay.
And with that, he's running, and I'm just gonna say that his mind is so fucked from multiple effects. He literally had like hypnotic pattern cast, which he failed, but then it was lifted because it took damage. Then he had the fear from the mace, and now he has a different command. And he's not a smart guy to begin with. His mind is so
He's
just
not a
like
bad
fucked.
guy.
Yeah, his mind is so fucked. It's like he has like 3 concussions at once. He's just like.
You just like toss a fireball out of his misery like a Viking feel.
No, I mean,
Have enough, buddy.
like,
Also,
no, like, I mean, like he's gonna
No,
live, but he is running to the next forest over, because he's just so confused about what the fuck is even happening, and
Same.
he is not able to conceptualize what is going on with his mind. So that will put us out of combat because a few others ran off. They are all just confused and hurt, and yeah, that there you hear the sounds of fleeing in multiple directions.
Sounds.
But we have one.
Yep, there is one dude here.
You're welcome.
so,
I was sitting on that for a long time. Like, would this work? Would this work?
Very cool.
No,
Glad
it
that
definitely
second
works.
throw-
There was no guarantee it worked because it was a high level magic, but
Yeah,
you
I
rolled high and yeah.
I literally, wait, I charisma saved my charisma save by doing the wrong one, re-rolling it.
Okay.
Real life career.
Okay. So yeah. So you guys, we'll wrap up in a second, but real quick, we can take care of this. What are you gonna do with this prisoner you have? He is conscious. He's like holding his head, like he has a migraine. What do you do with him?
I mean,
I'm gonna detect magic. I suppose. Oh no, I can. Well, I can cast as a 2nd level spell.
Yeah. You can use the spell slot
Yeah.
for that.
So, and see if there are still any magical effects. You know.
Nope. Besides the magic items you have, there's not.
No. Okay. There's nothing coming off of him. Okay.
Nope. Although when you walk over, when you're walking over to the bodies over here, Duncan, you would sense magic off of the leader dude.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That all right. Yeah. That's all right. Cool. That's yes.
Yeah. We'll get to that in a.
Yeah. We'll get to that.
moment. Yeah. So yeah, what do you guys do with this prisoner now?
Bonk his head.
No, we interrogate.
Okay. Yeah, he's
Go to
like,
sleep.
he's like, oh my head. What happened? Who are you?
a good question.
What's the last one?
I remember. I talked to this dude in the tavern in town, and he offered
Oh no.
he offered me work, and I went out with a group into the woods. We were gonna go help him. He said he knew where the wellspring was.
What town?
Yeah, what town?
Yeah, you knew. Where are we now?
I didn't know.
Damn, I'm glad we killed that guy. I mean, So what do you guys say back?
Or a ways from you, Nudu.
Yeah.
I mean, you're like half a day out. You're not that far.
Yeah.
But, you know. He's like, what? And then he looks up and looks around the camp, and he's like, no, these are my friends. You killed them.
Be fair.
What's happening? And he just looks like completely confused.
You know that guy? Point at the Boarman or whatever the main guy is.
When he sees him, he's like, oh my god. He's like, oh my god, oh my god, I recognize him. He's the last thing I saw before I blacked out.
What? Seems like you've been mind controlled, my friend.
He's like, I remember bits and pieces. There was a castle that was floating. Did I dream that?
Nope, you did not dream that,
No,
my
that
friend.
was real.
Floating castle.
That was real.
Anything about that'd be very cool.
Perhaps the location.
He's just like shaking his head. He clearly is not going to be able to remember that. At least not right now, you know.
Yeah. Let's heal this guy. Who can use me?
Are
Pretty
you
cool
attacking
as
you?
friends. It is kind of rude.
What did you say, Duncan? Sorry? What did you say to him? Sorry? Did you want to say?
Helios, did you say something to him?
Oh.
I was joking.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he just, it seems like you might be able to get more out of him in like the morning, right? After you finish sleeping, but
Yeah, I would say like.
If you hold on,
what?
if we finish sleeping,
Yeah.
but I still
No.
have a spell slot, and I have a tiny hut I could use. Just put this guy in a tiny hut, so you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, no, the way it works is like if your rest gets interrupted by like combat, as long as you go back to bed right afterwards, right, then it's not
Oh
interrupted.
yeah, I totally forgot this whole thing was interrupted.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is the middle of the night.
Yeah, we could have a late start either way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got
So-
my breakfast.
Yeah. But yeah, so the okay, yeah, it seems like the guy is like,
not gonna like run away.
yeah,
He's about to be,
like
he's about to
honestly,
be sleeping like next to old dead friends.
yeah, you'll
I
still
wanna
have
do
the
that.
watch, and he's like, he just seems like completely like just flustered, and it's one of those things where you'll watch him, but it seems like he just needs some rest and to think like get back to normal, right? As far as like the bodies, like I'm assuming you guys are to loot the bodies,
Of his friends,
and
yeah.
yeah, and
I've gathered them into a pile.
yeah.
As everyone comes over to begin looting, I'm like, guys, I'm gonna do something. I think I want you to go along with it. Okay, it's kind of wacky, kind of out there, but you'll thank me later. And I'm gonna cast Animate Dead 3 times.
Oh,
no.
Okay,
I'm
roll.
gonna
So well the
animate,
first
I'm
time.
gonna animate the shaman and 2 of his lackeys.
Oh my god.
With the ogre already.
I wish I could, but I can't. That's a higher level spell.
Okay, let me write this out. Adau animates the shaman
I don't
and
know until like morning or
Why?
nighttime.
Why?
well, if he does it now, then he gets the spell slots back in the morning too.
Yeah,
so-
exactly.
Also fair.
Yeah, I only have to use 1 to recontrol all of them.
So you have 3 zombies now with you, and they look like, and they just sit there waiting orders.
Oh, all right, yes.
And the guy
So,
who's
you
alive
know-
is like, oh god, Jeff, what happened?
I could have revivified one of them, but I don't have a diamond, so.
Well,
no, but
Yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah. So oh, you know what? So you know how skeletons can still be like they have the same, maybe not the same stat block, but they can still be controlled magically,
Yeah.
despite not having sensory organs.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So in line with that thinking, in that same vein of thinking,
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. I think I'm gonna cover their heads with bags.
Yeah.
or
Yeah. That's fine.
something like that.
Okay.
Just so the guy doesn't have to see that I reanimated his
Okay.
friends.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like a paper
yeah.
bag.
I'm assuming you would loot the bodies
sack
first before doing
Yeah,
this.
before
Okay.
yeah, so I don't
yeah.
have to rifle through their pockets as they're
Sitting
standing
there
up,
like-
There would
swatting at me.
be okay, yeah. So on their persons, there would be like we'll say like 100 gold. So you can split that 4 ways to get 25 each. You know, just a little bit more.
Rich get richer.
yeah.
It all
And
cycles back.
yeah, that's just an assorted amount of coin. There would also be a couple magic items on the dude. I thought it'd be fun just to roll them. So we're gonna find out together what they are. So here I'll have who got the killing blow on the shaman? Rhuk did? Or
Yeah,
Talvo?
Yeah,
I
No,
can't
I
remember.
weakened him severely.
Okay, well, so then
I mean, Rhuk did, I think.
we'll have, let's see, yeah, Talvo was the one who got the nasty hit that, like, took him down to almost dead. So we'll have you two. He has 2 magic items. I want each of you to roll a d100. And that'll determine, let's see, you guys are ones that killed him together.
Okay.
And see what you get. Okay?
Nice.
So he has... Okay, he has... Rhuk rolled a spell scroll. I gotta figure out what that is. And then...
Who wants that?
Oh, God.
Rhuk literate.
Oh...
I'll help you.
Is Rhuk literate? That's a good question.
I can use that. Well, I don't,
Oh,
I don't know
you're-
if he knows.
I think your spell gives you your
Okay.
helm gives you
My
that.
helm does it?
Yeah,
So
when
I
it's
know
active.
This is 100% not how this works. Can I use my bardic inspiration for the outside chance I roll an 8 and hit 69?
Sure, you can do that.
Oh,
No.
Oh,
imagine
So-
though.
that would have been beautiful.
From you. Okay, so yeah, you get a spell scroll. I'll figure out what that spell would be in a second.
I can understand any written language that I see with the helm.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
so I can understand it.
Hold on. Let me. So it's gonna be a cleric spell list spell on the spell scroll. So that means that Adau can read it. Because you to actually be able to use spell scrolls, you actually have to be able to cast that in your class. So in other words, like
I
a
can't
wizard can't read. A wizard can't actually figure out how to cast a like druid spell unless it's also on the wizard spell list. If that makes sense, right? So the spell is so Duncan, then you could add this to your sheet then. It is a it's a spell scroll of divination. The divination spell.
Oh wow! Isn't that like, huh?
So yeah,
there are no gods here.
there are no gods, which means it will be basically an omnipotently like neutral answer, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
Do you guys think we should cast this to find out what other people will see when they ask about the people we murdered?
Oh, yeah.
either way, so you have that. You have one spell scroll. You have one use of that. And then the other thing you find, oh god, this is what I rolled, and I'm not happy about it because this thing is pretty powerful. The other thing is a potion of invulnerability,
Wow.
which doesn't make you literally invulnerable. But so what that does, for a minute after you drink it, you have resistance to every type of damage. So in other words,
magical or
Fine
all?
iron.
to any type.
Oh, all. Wow.
So in other
Okay.
words, if you know you're about to be taking a lot, you drink that, and now you're taking half of everything you take. So like
Save
Rook's,
that for like the cast.
it's like Rook's rage, except his rage only works for physical damage. This works for everything.
Forget
Rook can be like overpowered.
Yeah, if Rhuk were to drink that, would he take quarter physical damage?
No, I don't think it stacks.
Okay.
No, when we stage a major battle, we'll
We're gonna make a
just have
super weapon.
either Locke or whoever drink that bad boy.
But yeah, so So yeah, so for next time, next time we play, we'll wrap up here. But next time we play, you have this prisoner or rescued person, whatever they are, that you can ask questions of. You have a couple new resources, and yeah, I think this is also where I'm gonna have you guys level up because we've been about we're about 5 sessions in. I think this is fair. You've fended off multiple attacks, so you guys can do that between sessions. But next time, you guys will be level 7 when we come back.
Nice. Before we go, does anyone want a drink of my frothy sack?
Drink of your what?
Frothy
My
sack.
frothy sack.
Oh.
Oh, dude, that totally. I was gonna just throw a fireball at you, and then while I was doing it, I was gonna yell at you. Just like douse yourself in the water.
Yeah. So for Helios and Duncan, what they're talking about is that Rhuk has a bag of holding that is entirely filled with water from a holy water spring, basically.
Oh shit.
And
Oh,
it gives
wow.
you temp HP. And
Okay.
we calculated the number of sips that would be in the cubic square space.
Wow.
Yeah, I currently have 3,103 sips. And I am keeping track of everyone.
Yeah.
So would anyone like some frothy water?
I'll drink
know,
some
wait, hold
frothy
on.
water.
So how much HP do we get from like when we wake up tomorrow morning?
It's completely
All of it.
recovered. Yeah, all
Yeah.
of it.
Okay.
So, and his sack,
This is
the
just a sip
water,
for fun. I'm just
the
taking a
water
shot
gives you
at it.
temp HP though,
It gives
technically,
you 5 temp HP.
which is like a
Yeah.
bonus on top. So,
Prep for whatever's on our way.
It's like overkill.
yeah,
For how long do you have the temp HP?
until the next time you rest.
Okay.
Might as well then.
Yeah, if you lose it before then, you can take another sip.
Yeah.
But
We
it
only
takes
have
like
3,000 more, we're gonna rest.
the reason you don't use it in combat is it takes a whole action to go like, and then, it's only
No,
5.
It's just
so.
like
Nope.
Yeah.
one sip.
Put that 5 temp hit points in.
Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, so that'll do it for today though. That was I wasn't sure how that combat session or that combat would go. Lots of enemies, but you made it
I
work.
was so
Well,
scared
minus
of
the
that
middle.
combat.
Yeah.
Opening turn, I saw everybody. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of them individually were that strong. It was just a numbers game though.
I was
Yeah.
afraid in the middle when I was surrounded by
That was pretty fun. Yeah.
But that was,
Yep.
I might.
Oh, yeah. No. So that'll do it. Next weekend is a week from today is my girlfriend and mine's 10-year anniversary. But she's actually going to be out of town, so we could probably still play. she has to be out of town, so we're going to just celebrate it another day. So,
Let's go.
oh, let's go. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, here before we end, if you want to roll for HP, you can. Otherwise, because remember,
How do
you
you do
guys.
that?
Yeah, so when you level up, you can either roll or you can take the average. It's up to you.
What's the what's
Do I
the
have to,
roll
can
again?
you like automatically do leveling stuff or no?
Yeah, there is. You can do the Character Mancer Plus, but it's also if you just want to roll the HP on its own, you can just roll a
Yeah.
hit die because it's the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you roll the 4, which is about average,
That's cool.
and then you get the full 6 because you also get the con, right? So it's
Do I roll?
if you want to roll for it, then you can just hit where it says hit die. So
Yes, I know where that is.
it's like right in the middle
There it is.
ish, yeah.
Okay.
Right, and that's how much you add
That
to your
would
max.
go from 39 to 44.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then for the rest of your level abilities, just we can talk about before next week if you need help, but you'll just add those on to
It'd actually be
Cheat sheet.
49 because of the frothy water sip.
yeah. Well, that's temp HP,
Oh,
so
it's
Yeah.
for temp, yeah.
yeah.
Separate.
So
So-
49 out of 44.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. So
Okay.
Um,
Minus one sip. Put
there's
on
also
temp.
there's a separate thing for temp HP, a separate box for it actually.
Oh, I see it.
Mhm.
That makes it way easier.
Yep. Yeah, but yeah. All right, so that'll do it for tonight's session though. Next time we'll see how your
Oh my God.
terroristic plots go. I guess.
I had one.
Oh, that's
toy, and
rough.
this is-
But
What
yeah,
do you mean terroristic plot?
I mean, maybe it won't go that way. We'll see.
We have a new direction. You're welcome.
Yeah. Either way,
Feel low.
I'm gonna host up.
Beaten down.
I'm gonna host up Elbagon, and we're gonna go offline. So goodbye,
Wow.
everyone.
There it
I
is.
missed part of the stream with shout outs, but
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's true. Shoutouts. Yeah, TSM is probably streaming. Helios is probably streaming at some point this week. Tartrus too.
I'll try, yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh no, Tartrus
Until
not.
next week.
Maybe movie night from Tart, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe that would be fun.
And I'll be streaming. I'll probably do Peggle in like an hour. So, see ya.
I work at 5 a.m., so I won't be there.
F.